Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the After Hours, episode number 260, Monday, November 30th. How we all doing, everybody? Shout out to everyone in chat, 1,000 viewers already. I think that's the first time we've hit 1,000 viewers before the music even ended. Wow. Well, there we go. Let me go to unmute the Discord here. What's going on, people? What's going on? I got Bo Blacks from Lake going here.
What's up?
What is up, dudes? How you guys doing? Yeah, it's been quite the busy weekend. I feel like, even yesterday, right? This is how much of a spurg I felt. So I'm out yesterday, you know, having a nice winter's walk, you know what I mean? And as I'm walking, I get, like, my phone blast. Like, multiple people are just DMing me, like, the Pokimane response doc. And I'm just like, ah. So I start, like, sprinting back to my house, because I know I have to record that shit. And, I actually kind of felt like a bit of a YouTube spurg, but, I mean, this is the life I chose.
I mean, it was worth it, right?
Yeah, whatever works. That's true. I think.
Yeah, you showed me your stats, and I was like, "Wow, dude!" And then I uploaded the exact same thing like hours later because it takes me longer to make it. And I think I got like you showed me your screenshot when you were about like an hour and a half into the video being up, and I compared mine at the exact same time, and it was almost the same views.
Dude,
like
I'm stepping up. We're at 32.1k already. What's going on, guys? I'm doing the speed run to 40k. Listen, let me tell you guys something, alright? My thoughts on Pokimane are not very high, but there is one thing that I owe eternal gratitude to her for, and that's that she finally got me that fucking join button that I've been fighting with YouTube, literally wrestling with them for the past 2 years. They finally let me have access to this thing, and seems like a lot of you guys are showing support over there. I'll go and read off a few of our brand new members since the stream started. James A, DJ Screwdriver, AFX Infinity, Miss Danny, and yep, that's everyone caught up. Everyone who subbed on Tier 1. Thank you guys very much. Yeah, the whole crew is here. Members showing off their little badges and usernames and stuff like that. Let me tell you guys something, all right? I'm gonna be throwing up some emotes on there so that on the live streams and, you know, premieres or whatever, you guys can have some channel emotes. I'm very bad at thinking of ideas for them, but some people send me some suggestions, so I'm gonna see how well I can translate some of these ideas over to emotes.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of artists in the community who I'm.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Snap your fingers. Get your art slave Jada to work.
Yeah.
Fire it up. Go make me some art.
I'm like, if they graciously spend their time, Flamenco's like, get them to work.
Yeah, give them some. Right. They want work though. Every artist on Twitter bitches it and never get work. So whatever, dude. I'll fix that up real quick.
Exposure, of course.
Yeah, dude. Pay them in some good old exposure.
The best currency for any artist.
Oh my god, yeah. As if I have any exposure to give. Yeah, 30k subs, looking ass. Anyway, let me read some of these super chats. Anime Sage 5 says, Green Day, let's go. Real music here, take my money. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. Turtle through 5 says, happy birthday to Nugget. Happy birthday, Nugget. Boohoo Big Oops through 5 says, let's go for the homie. LMAO TTS donations say, at Salugi has the most lukewarm memes on Twitter. Well, at Saluga, you have the most lukewarm memes on Twitter. Zombie Chicks through 5 says, thanks for the past, present, and future laughs. Helps with the pandemic cope. I feel right there, dude. This pandemic is driving me up a wall at this point. Teddy C through 5 says, nah, the life chose you. Yeah, I guess so. I was destined for this. Playboy Servant through 2 says, Dat Art Dough. Thank you very much. And Crazier, Anime Sage, Layfon's Lore, 187 Snowflake, and Conv, and Magical AIDS all just became brand new members. Members, last thing before we get to the show, you guys are gonna enjoy the pilot episode of the Spilled Milk Show, which will be launching immediately after this show is concluded. So, I'm not gonna say it's the pilot episode, alright? So give us some time to, you know, warm up and get used to it, but it's gonna be our weekly bonus show we do just for members only, where we just shoot the shit, look at some crazy stuff. It's just half an hour. It's just a little warm up. We brought Ben on, brought him back, and we just shot the shit. Shot the shit. Yeah, for about
shout out all the shit.
Yeah. We brought him on, just bullshitted for about 30 minutes or so. So you guys can enjoy that as soon as this thing's done. Anyway, I'd love to keep reading more of these and shouting you people out, but I don't want to keep y'all waiting any longer, all right? We've got a show to do. We got some documents to read, so buckle up as I read you.
It'll be on the essay, dude.
Yeah, as I try out for Bo Black's news over here, I give my best reader's impression. But before we do that, I just want to point out, all right, Pokimane, she's already kind of done with this shit. She's moved on. Let me share my screen for you guys so you can see this tweet right here. She says, "Can't wait to go back to playing video games." So she dropped her little doc or whatever, and now it's just smooth sailing from there. I tuned into her stream today. She's playing Among Us in French and stuff like that. Like, all cares in the world. It's back to the good old, Pokimane shenanigans, playing Among Us, having a good time and stuff. The drama is over, at least from her perspective, boys. She wrapped this up real fast. And to be honest, after her... go ahead. You want to say something?
I thought it was pretty much done, and everyone was, like, gonna wind down with talking about it right before she released her document, actually. Earlier that day, I'm like, okay, everyone's done. People are gonna talk about it for a couple more days, but it's pretty much died down. There's no new information. Poki releases a new doc, it reignites again. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I think it's funny that she says it's kind of over with now. Because, like, she puts out these statements to, like, end it. But in my mind, like, putting out these statements just creates more discussion.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I mean, she's really... Look, the only people that benefit from this whole entire story are not the people involved, not Pokimane, certainly, not Fed, that's for sure.
Definitely
the people that benefit really is us and the audience. Like, the YouTubers and the audience. These are the people that benefit. And I even caught it on Pokimane's stream today, which we'll watch a little bit of after we read these documents. But she fires up her stream or whatever, and she's, in my opinion at least, it's up to interpretation, but kind of sneak dissing Destiny a little, who's been really on top of this whole story and been, talking about how much AdSense people are making from this shit and stuff like that. Like, that's really the truth of all this shit, is like, we're the ones who benefit. We're the ones who, she puts out the doc and we're just like clapping like seals over here, ready to go record our videos, and y'all, of course, are ready to watch and stuff like that. This only benefits us, and that's the case with every drama, right? It's the people in the drama, they hate it, but the people outside of the drama, we're just like, fuck yeah, dude, something to talk about. Let's go. Easy, 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 easy. So, anyway, we're gonna boot this up right now. Playboy Servant through 2 says, Dad Arto, Wedge Annalise through 20 DKK says, stay awesome, boss, let's go. Leifon's Lore through 5 says, let's get 50k before 2021. And then we have, let me see here, Dark Inferno, Ting, True Crime Story, and Clever Nugget all just became brand new channel members. All right. Thank you, guys.
Honey Badger says Pokimane trying to end it, so quit making videos public. It was actually funny. Is the day she released the document, I was like, fuck, what do we gotta make a video on now? I'm like in the mood to make a video, but I don't want to do Jake Paul. I'm pretty much done with this Poki story. I mean, 3 videos already. I don't want to stretch it to 4 without any new information. Immediately she drops them like, I got a video tonight, let's go!
Yeah, easy.
So, I would have been done, but...
Oh, whose document was it where they were like, please, if your drama channel, don't cover this or whatever? Like, yeah, right. I think it was one of Fed's things.
I think Fed in his response to the document getting leaked, he said
yeah.
And then immediately Pokimane talked about it. It's so funny. So Pokimane read Fed's follow-up statement before the actual document on her stream, and she read the part where Fed's like, and don't talk about this, respect our privacy, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, okay. So he has the document, and I'm just like...
Someone in chat says, y'all really like drama, huh?
Funny.
Yeah, drama YouTubers? Nah, we don't. Drama's AIDS. We don't like drama. Of course we love drama here. That's what the point of the show. Everyone loves drama deep down. It's the same reason why people, when they're in the car or whatever, they'll slow down a little when there's an accident on the other side of the road. They check it out or whatever. It's because we all want to check out what's going on, see what's happening or whatever. It's human nature. People used to watch other people get eaten by lions in coliseums, all right? Like, it's just the less extreme version of that, That's just... It's human. It's in our DNA to like this shit. So, anyway. All right, gentlemen. I'm going to begin reading this, and we'll pause and give our commentary, because I did do a video just reading this, but now, of course, we're on the air. We can get a little more detailed into this.
You want the live reacts. People want the discussions, the random tangents that we go on about completely unrelated shit.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna begin this right now. Intro. I've talked about my experiences with Fed in the past, and I'm really disappointed that leaked and misleading messages have made it necessary for me to respond again. I feel forced to share my side of the story now with evidence and context to hopefully close this chapter once and for all. Knowing how much it hurts to have private convos leaked, I didn't want to have it come down to sharing more info that is also private to Fed and my friends involved. Out of respect to their privacy, I'll only be talking about some things that were already shared and what my friends are comfortable with. The leak. I found out about this document weeks ago because one of Fed's viewers DM'd one of the offline TV members with a link to it, technically a prior version of it. I was horrified that a viewer of his had such private messages of mine, and I immediately contacted Fed. We spent a couple days talking things through and coming to an understanding and on how to handle things. I also informed him how the document was shared with me, so he was well aware of the specific person who was doing this. Over the next few weeks, I would have my close friends and other streamers messaged me and tell me that they were also sent this document. Every time my privacy was further violated, I would tell Fed, and he would tell me he'd speak to his viewer and have the Google Docs deleted. It kept happening multiple times afterwards, making it hard for me to believe that he doesn't want it to be shared. Okay, so right here, alright? And let me ask you guys something. Did Fed ever say that he leaked it? I'm trying to remember now. Maybe I should pull up his thing.
No, Fed did not leak it. He said somebody else leaked it on his behalf.
All right.
Which has
I'm gonna
been
be real with you.
now with his document. The leaker made a document too after this one.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we got to show that one.
Forgot about
It's
that. Yeah.
alleged by the leaker that this is how the case is. Obviously,
Okay.
You know.
I even called this in the start. All right. But yeah, there's no way that just random viewers had this shit. He definitely wanted this out there. We don't know that, but that's what I think. That's what I think now, and that's what I thought even before. There's no way just random viewers just happen to have this like highly classified document. He was fucking sending this out and shit like that.
I don't know. Fed seemed pretty stupid because there's literally in the leaker's doc, it shows DMs between Fed and the leaker, and Fed gave this document to the leaker to like spell check and grammar check, and I don't know why he did it to a viewer though. I guess he had no friends left. It's fucking stupid. I would have the same opinion as you if I didn't read the leaker's document. It's just...
Should we do a little diversion or whatever and read that one? I don't know.
It's very short. I read it in 10 minutes on my
Pokimane.
channel.
I think we should read it in order.
Oh, shit. Yeah, there's so much people in here. What the fuck? This is like a public thing, huh? Okay, well, anyway. Yeah, maybe we'll catch that one after this. I honestly don't know. This is so confusing. But yeah, I totally, in my opinion, without having read the leaker's end of it, I think that Fed probably intended for this shit to get out.
Yeah.
Does it matter? Yeah. I don't know, but it's just, I don't know. I just like, people were just sending it around and stuff.
I mean, regardless he wrote it, if he's gonna send it to like any amount of people, he's fucking stupid to think that it wouldn't leak something that damning against Pokimane. You know how much that benefits channels like us to have Pokimane exposed? Like,
yeah.
To be fair though,
he sent it to a lot of people, so I mean, I think it's on him, but
this is why
either stupid or he was being sly and wanted it leaked. I'm sorry, go Flamenco, my bad.
No, like this, all of this though is kind of like the reason why I'm a little bit suspect of Pokimane's account of things, because Pokimane's also not stupid, and if this is already in the hands of a random Twitch viewer, then she knows it's not a matter of if it's going to leak, it's a matter of when it's going to leak.
Yeah, exactly.
And if she is trying to tell us that she believes that it is going to that she believed Fed when she said the docs are going to be deleted and all that stuff, like come on now. You know as well as we do exactly how these things work. Well, you were getting ready for it like the second you heard that it was there.
Maybe Pokey in particular was just used to pushing Fed around and thought that Fed would just comply, because in the past, you know, before he got kicked out of offline TV, I'm sure Fed did anything she asked. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cat Sheep, A Base in Heaven, and Shadow Crescent all just became brand new members. Wedge Annalise through 50 DKK says, newsflash, Pokey, the situation doesn't just end because you don't want to talk about it. That's not really how things work. Yeah, I mean, drama
she
has...
knows that too.
Yeah, exactly. That is true.
Also,
one thing, though, is that she's not just some dumb internet, e-thought. I mean, she is an internet e-thought, but she's not dumb. That's what I'm saying, all right? She's not stupid, all right?
I think she's a little dumb when it comes to handling drama.
Maybe a lack of self-awareness and stuff,
Yeah, I'd say it's more lack of self-awareness. That
she is
thinks that, like,
sneaky,
she did nothing wrong in things, yeah.
She knows how to get what she wants, that's for sure.
Also, Augie, not to tell you how to do your job. It's pronounced Antilles.
Oh, my bad. Sorry,
You're welcome.
sorry.
I'm an autist for Star Wars, so if you keep on doing it, I'm gonna fucking flip a gasket.
But here's the thing. I think Pokey's under the impression that if she makes a really good statement, it will just end, which I guess is technically maybe true in some circumstances. And I think it was more of coincidence. That the dramas ended after, like, her previous two dramas ended after her apologies. I think she could have not made the apologies and it would have ended. It just ends over time. Like, I think drama ending is more of a timed thing than an action thing. I think action only reignites it.
Here is the truth, all right? Here's the dirty little truth that nobody wants to talk about. You can't get canceled, all right? Unless you're like a full-on pedophile, you're just the most irredeemable thing on the planet or whatever. If you fuck up in a drama, if you look like an asshole, you look like a jackass, you genuinely screwed people over, you can't get canceled. You just keep streaming, you keep posting videos, you post more and more and more and more and more, and people will only remember, like, your last, your last, like, week's worth of because the internet, like, we all have, like, memory of, like, a week ago, and everything past that, we just all forget about. I'm the exact same way, alright? Streamers that, get exposed doing horrible shit, all they have to do is just keep streaming. That's, like, all they gotta do. And then they're good to go right after that. That's why Keemstar will never get canceled or whatever, because and I've heard him say this before, but every single time that, a group of YouTubers, simultaneously plan exposed videos on Keemstar or whatever, and they get the whole internet to be mad at Keemstar, 2 months later, he's positive on Social Blade, because he keeps posting content, he keeps talking about other shit, and distracting people from it. And that's just how it goes. You can't cancel a YouTuber in that way, you know what I mean?
No, Pokey doesn't expect to be canceled, but being an active drama is cumbersome, not only just because it's an annoyance, but because, like, it can harm current, like, business deals going on during that time. Like, a sponsor may not want to pick her up when she's in active controversy, etc. It's just something she wants to, like, get rid of. Although I think the answer to getting rid of it is just waiting rather than making these type of statements. I think the only reason it worked with her other apology videos, quote unquote, worked is because the drama already kind of died out by the time she made the apology. This time she's responding earlier on, and I don't think it's going to kill it, just like how her stream response didn't kill it. And I'm pretty sure she thought it would. She said in the stream that hopefully this is the last time I have to talk about this. I'm done after this. And then she made another statement. So
yeah,
clearly she doesn't know how to handle drama and ending it. So
well, Pokimane specifically too, and I mean, like, there's this too, and not to say that, like, she's like, the way I would have to say this is Pokimane gets in a lot of trouble because of doing things that aren't necessarily in her best interest, but are in the interest of abating, like, vengeance and stuff like that. Like, she didn't have to, spurg out on It's a Gundam. She didn't have to copyright strike videos, but these are all things that she did in the heat of the moment because she was slighted. And I think that especially the sort of, like, passive aggressives, like, no, Fed did this intentionally. It's not about, like, what's good for her in the long term. It's for she's been slighted and it's time to rectify that.
People are telling me Yvonne responded.
She did, but it was on stream and it didn't bring any new info, and she was just, like, tearing up and emotional and stuff during it. I don't think it's worth showing.
Okay.
Gross.
Zoomer Guy through 3 says, just keep making content. The moment when you distract your audience is the moment more attention comes to controversy. Yeah, look, if you get exposed or whatever, just respond, in a way that doesn't make you look like a psychopath. And even if you still look like a psychopath, just keep streaming, keep posting content, and morons will forget. You remember, you know that guy Minilad, who apparently admitted to sending pictures to like a minor? There was like some leaked Discord message he was sending to his mods or whatever that got out, where he was basically just saying, he's like, even though I'm a pedophile or whatever, he didn't call himself that, but basically, like, an extreme paraphrase.
True.
All right. Even though I admitted to being like, to sending shit to kids or whatever, I'm just gonna keep making content. These morons will forget all about it. And to this day, even though he's getting dislike bombed to hell because the story, people aren't gonna forget that one for a while, he's trying to brute force his way through a pedophile controversy. And it's insane to me how, like, just psychotic these people are. But
to be fair, Lion Maker did get canceled.
Yeah.
Also, to slightly sidetrack back a bit, Yvonne, to clarify to people, Yvonne didn't cry in the stream. She was just very upset and emotional, just to clarify.
Okay.
I don't think she actually shed tears. So
I hope not. That's not fun to look at.
But yeah, obviously she's upset by this whole situation because, who wouldn't be in her position?
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, Red Kiwi's another great example. Goes on Dromler, admits to sending a dick pic to a kid. He's, like, blown up like 10 times his sub count since that Dromler interview in 2016. Nobody remembers Red Kiwis as the guy who sent his dick pic to a kid. They remember him as, like, the gaming guy, whatever he does, the video game guy. And that's crazy to me, but that's just how it works. So, it's the planet we live on, man. People only care about your last week's worth of content. So, anyway. Yvonne/offline TV. I like to give context to this. Oh, God. This is, like, where she basically is like, yeah, I did try to get her fired, but so did Fed, and also, well, I wanted to get her fired because she wasn't working, because Fed touched her inappropriately, and,
Wait, well, hold up.
I think this document reads much more as an attack on Fed than a defense of Pokimane.
Oh, this is so ace. All right.
Hold up.
Yeah?
She wanted this chick gone because she was emotionally distraught over sexual, like, misconduct allegations.
I'm gonna read
she wanted
it.
her gone because she was being lazy, but the reason she was being lazy or not working is because of the incident.
Okay, let me...
Bruh,
I'm gonna read this, and then I'll give my thoughts. I'm just like...
Why
oh
would
my
you say
God.
that?
Yeah, she totally shifts blame
Oh
here.
my
Oh,
God.
I wanted her fired, but so did Fed. Yeah, cool, but so did you. Even if that's true or whatever, you're still, like, this doesn't... Okay, anyway. I like to give a context to the messages he included of me talking about Yvonne, since he leaked documents attempting to imply that I was plotting against her when that was not the case at all. I'm really disappointed that he would try to publicly pit us against each other, especially since he knows us personally and the reality of the situation, on top of what he'd already put Yvonne through.
Here's the thing. Poki publicly pit herself against Fed in that initial stream. So how is it Fed's fault in the leaked document for pitting himself against Poki when Poki initially pit herself against Fed in that stream following up Yvonne's statement in summer?
Yeah.
It's her fault for creating a... whatever.
Real quick, just to correct the record real quick, somebody in the chat said, she says she didn't know it was because of Fed at the time. Okay, that makes it a lot less fucking, like, terrible. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, she didn't know it was Fed or something.
Because she says, like when you said that specifically, it's like, wait, so she was, like, distraught over bad shit and just like, suck it up, get to work, or get out of here.
No,
like,
that's what Fed was like. And then Poki was like that too until she found out what actually happened.
Okay, that makes it a lot less terrible.
Listen, and I'm not, you guys saw my video where I explained this argument a lot more. I read the initial allegation, explained my argument a lot more clearly, but what Fed did should not classify under sexual harassment. And I know to a lot of people on the outside, people within my channel, they know... That sounds crazy. Read the original argument, all right? Read the original allegation. It was not sexual harassment what he did. At worst, it was like overstepping boundaries.
Yeah, like a sexual misstep, like a momentary.
It wasn't even sexual. Well, I guess kiss. Whatever. I don't know.
It was sexual.
Well, hold up, real
nature,
quick. Was this Yvonne? A employee or a partner in this venture?
She's an employee of Offline TV who lives in the house.
See that, like that. I like I said, I wouldn't say sexual assault, but I would definitely, or sexual harassment even, but I would probably say like hostile work environment, maybe.
Well, this wasn't a work environment at all. I mean, these people were like sleeping in each other's houses or whatever. Like this guy was super close with Yvonne or whatever. She lets him sleep in his bed. He comes in one night, gets in her bed while he's drunk, kisses her hand, touches the side of her body or whatever, even while he's drunk, picks up body language like, oh shit, she's not, reciprocating the same stuff that I'm doing, stops, gets out 10 minutes later. Like, I'm just sorry, but that's just he made a move and it misfired and nothing else happened.
If it's like Fed and Pokey, who are both like co-owners of this venture, it's a little bit different. If it's a direct employee of theirs, then that's legally that's a lot
weird
more
because we don't
gray.
know if do we classify this as a work environment or a living environment? Because it's literally
Probably.
like
They're
bed,
paying
like
taxes.
well, it's kind of like the equivalent of like coming over to this girl's house and like just sleeping in the bed or whatever, because like it's their personal living space, it's their personal room.
Yeah,
they live together.
The problem
so
is that this is like a streamer house, so it's like, you're blending the lines between what is living and what is work.
If this happened in a traditional work environment, I would 100% call it like sexual harassment.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be doing that at work, but it's like their bedroom. Like,
I guess you would classify this maybe as a sexual misconduct.
I don't like saying that because that makes it sound way worse than what it actually is.
It was bad, but it wasn't like...
It's like, this reads off to me like, you're at the movie theaters with a girl, you put your arm around her, she swings it back at you, obviously not, and then you're like, okay, well, I'll stop doing that.
Like, slightly more, but...
I guess, I mean, one example, I don't know, dude, this is just...
It's hard to define exactly.
My problem is that when you say it's sexual harassment or whatever, that sounds really fucking way more intense than what actually happened.
No. I think sexual assault is too far. I think calling it sexual assault is too far. I think
harassment would be like if she said no, and he kept doing it, and then that's like, but he stopped.
Sexual
I don't know.
She literally says in the document he stopped.
I mean, we all know what it is and what happened.
Yeah.
What we're labeling it is semantics. So I mean, but I wouldn't like. Say, if someone labeled it as sexual harassment, I wouldn't be like, oh, you're 100% wrong. Only if they said sexual assault. Because I think it makes sense in some people's minds.
Well, like, here's the other thing, right? In this document or whatever, she keeps saying the inappropriate action that took place. He touched her inappropriately or whatever. She says that instead of what actually happened. Why is she doing that? Because she's obviously trying to paint a way worse picture than what actually happened to get more people just on her side. Because they're like, wait, this guy touched a girl inappropriately? Ugh, I'm not going to support him. But when you look at what actually happened, it's like, no, not a... What?
Yeah, I agree on that. But also,
on all of this is that everybody involved is kind of a piece of shit, and there's no like clear good guys here.
I think Fed's bigger mistake in this whole like incident is lying to her about not remembering the incident.
You know what happened?
It causes her to be like, oh, did it really happen? Did it not happen? I was too drunk. Oh my god! And like she gets in her head. I feel like that's more of a crime than what actually happened.
Hold on. You know what happened? He overstepped boundaries. All right?
Yeah.
That is objectively true. He definitely did overstep boundaries. And even in his drunken state, realized that, right? Now, if this would be a whole different conversation if the document read, he did X, I didn't like that, and then he did Y. No. He did X, I didn't like that, and he stopped doing X. That's the thing that makes it like almost clear cut to me. Like, I just, and look, that's fine. And we're not going after Yvonne. We're not going after Lily Pichu. If they feel like they were violated or whatever, they have every right to feel that way. I'm just saying, let me make that clear, that we're not, like, shitting on these people, all right? I'm just saying, like, this is not sexual harassment, dude. Like, if this had happened in the work environment, if he had taken it a step further or whatever, yeah, I'll be 100% on your side. But in this specific example, when you factor in every little amount of context, it's just like, no, I'm sorry. I can't get on board.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Augie, by definition, this is sexual harassment.
How?
I mean, when you look at the definition, it is described as sexual harassment.
Definition.
Characterized by making unwelcome or inappropriate sexual remarks or physical advances in the workplace or other professional social situations.
Yeah, but like, what are you supposed to do when you make a move and she says no and you like? What do you do in that? Like, how do you make that not sexual harassment?
Yvonne chick's bed, because
I
like
think
we already know about Lily, right?
I think it'd be different if she wasn't being paid by him, you know. But like,
was she being paid by him? They're all on offline TV or whatever.
Yeah, they hired her to be like a manager for it.
Yeah,
like, if it was anybody else, but it was Yvonne, you know.
What was Fed's role again? Remind me.
Fed's role is a content manager and talent. So he's a streamer and he does the main content for offline TV channel.
Okay, so he's not being paid by her. They're just working on
her.
They're just working on the same team, though.
Well, she wasn't a streamer. He's a streamer, and she helps.
Yeah, Fed would be the boss of Yvonne.
Yeah.
In this scenario, Yvonne is an employee of Fed and Pokimane.
For the whole argument, because she was arguing that it wasn't just with hers, and she brought up how with Lily Pichu, she was drunk and like he massaged her, but he asked her and she said yes. Like that's not sexual harassment at all. I don't even think that's
okay, so we agree on that. I'm just saying, like, I just don't understand how this could possibly, like, he didn't take it, like, further. Like, he just did something and then stopped. Like,
I understand the frustration. Like, this should never have been so publicized. I completely understand that because it was dealt with.
Yeah, probably not, no.
Fed is definitely not what they described as the Harvey Weinstein of the fucking Twitch.
But that's the problem.
No.
That's the problem. Because when this document comes out, especially in the timing of it, and it's worded as if it's like a Me Too statement. To be clear, nobody said in the statement itself that he was like a harasser or whatever. They just said he did this, but then with the wording of it and the timing of it, everybody thinks this guy is like a rapist or like this guy's like a fucking creepy dude or whatever. I mean, they literally talked to Fed. They were like, look, we think you crossed the line here, here, and here. They talked to him about it. He agrees. He apologizes it. But then they realize, or then they say that, well, he didn't mean his apology, so we're just going to dump all this shit out there anyway. Like, I'm sorry, but this guy got fucked.
That's what I want to get to the bottom of, too, because, I was reading Yvonne's note yesterday, and she says that she couldn't hold back anymore because of everybody coming out with the whole Twitch Me Too thing that was going on when she came out, right? And then towards the end, she said that she felt like he wasn't taking proper accountability and repeating actions or whatever, or some sort of implication of that sort, but she didn't cite it. So it's like, wait, you're telling us that you had an intervention.
I'm just saying,
like, isn't working with OTV anymore. So what is the problem? I don't get it.
I will never call this guy a sexual harasser until I hear more details of this story, whatever. Because it is possible, perhaps, maybe something else happened that, like, makes it that like makes this guy like the creepy dude he's being portrayed as. I just haven't seen it yet. I just can't condemn this guy for that. I'm sorry.
He's a serial flirt.
Yeah.
We all agree with that.
Really,
yeah, we've been goofing on him for that too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. People are generally just describing him, like from all the other people I've seen, is as just someone who kind of doesn't know the boundaries and crosses them sometimes and gets a little too flirty or a little too close or what have you.
Right.
And probably that like consistent behavior is part of the reason why he left. But I think and then maybe like the Yvonne incident is like the most egregious of all of his actions. But I don't know. That's just kind of the vibe I get from how they describe him. And hearing other people describe him that way, not just Pokey and Yvonne and stuff, but yeah, I do think it's 100% fucked up though that like the offline TV people had an intervention with him, talked with him about it, then he tried to like make a statement and try to make it better, but because they had a hunch that he was like trying to push it under the rug, they're like, fuck it, let's just release a statement now. And I guess Yvonne wanted to do that. She said in her stream that she wanted to do that and no one pressured her to. Because she didn't want like Fed to come out with the first word because he would like portray stuff in a less severe light than she wanted, and she felt the situation was like. But I mean, still, it's kind of fucked up.
I just want. Here's what I want. All right, I want everybody to know exactly what happened, regardless of your take on it. I want when you're talking about this situation.
No more ambiguity.
Listen. I don't want, when you're talking about the situation, to be like, he touched her inappropriately. I want you to say directly what he did and let people come to their own conclusion on that. Because this document where she says stuff like that, it's just so misleading. It's like, no,
Even
describe
Fed
what he
says that
did.
himself,
Because what
too.
you're saying, and he keeps saying, oh, he apologized for it. Yeah. He apologized. What did he apologize for? Look into that. I just wish the facts were more presented on the table rather than using this like
100% agree.
bizarre language that gets inflated with like actual shit that's like way like crossing the line.
Everyone's saying like touched inappropriately incident, and Fed's guilty of this too in his own document. He describes it that way as well, and I'm just like, maybe like these guys like, not to like compare situations, but I mean there's much more severe stuff out there. Clearly he didn't like have that much malintent if he like backed off after getting the signals, you know? It's not like Fed's out here like raping people or doing stuff against their will, like forcing shit or anything. It's just
what
like
the fuck, Jay
a
Rudo? I don't
rejected
think Augie
action.
understands what consent is. Are you fucking brain dead? Like, I'm gonna ask you this question. Is your brain just made of like fucking liquid or something? Like, of course I know what consent is, you fucking jackass. That's the thing. She said in the document, I was wishing he wouldn't go any further, and he stopped.
You know, Augie,
Holy
you saying that
shit.
is a blatant rape apologia, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You clearly don't. Call in, jackass.
Yes, please, for the love of God.
Get the
But yeah,
fuck
there's a
in
lot-
here, you
there's-
fucking
there's been
retard.
I have seen a lot of viewers who probably didn't read the initial document or read it so long ago that they forgot the details, saying like, "Oh, it's good that like he's not taking away. This is not taking
He
away
didn't
from what
stop?
he did."
Are you going to
from what
talk
he
about a
did.
document you
And I
didn't
don't
even
think it's
read?
like-
Hold on, Ball Blacks. DLT. He didn't stop. Yes, he fucking did. I feel like I'm the only one who fucking reads this shit. Oh my
No,
god, I'm getting brain
yeah.
damage from chat. I'm actually losing it. This chat is killing me right now.
Well, that one guy in chat, I'm pretty sure most of your chat isn't brain dead.
I feel like I'm the only one who read the document. I'm sorry. I'm just
I read
losing it. I'm losing it. No, they didn't. Because if they read it, they wouldn't be saying half the shit they're
No,
putting.
I read it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I
that
read that
one
already.
guy in chat is being retarded doesn't mean
This shit
I'm
pisses
sure
me off because it's
90%
like
of
I'm
your
trying
chat
to
is
convey
fine.
I have an opinion on something and I'm trying to word it in the most careful way possible, and chat's just like, well, you're a rapist. It's like, okay, buddy, nice discourse.
Yeah. Welcome to the internet, Augie. First time here?
Yeah, it feels like my first
Extreme
time every
label's
single
funny.
time.
Haha, not hey, you're a Nazi. Lol.
Ah,
Extreme labels.
yeah.
All right.
You're trolling. Get the fuck out of here. Ban that guy. Mods, ban that guy.
Oosh.
Ether 1. Thank you for that. Kona Bumble
Augie
to
needs to go
5.
off more. That was fun. Holy shit.
Yeah, Augie's on fucking fire today.
He didn't touch her side. He slid his hand into her shirt. It was misconduct, but if it wasn't repeated or targeted, it wasn't harassment. I would agree with. Well,
I
don't know, man.
See, if that's like the actual legal definition, then that's actually a very good argument right there.
I mean, yo, if my employer back when I worked at Cold Stone all of a sudden like felt like my side underneath my shirt, I'd be like, yo, you're fucking sexually harassing me, you know? But that's just me.
yeah.
Yeah, but the issue is like, do we consider it a work environment or a living environment? Because like physically it's a living environment, but like
for sure. That's
Just because
they
they're not
live
acting professionally
there and it's
doesn't
like
make
a
it not a
house.
working environment.
exactly.
they're not working on anything. Like it's not like
No,
he's
they
doing
are.
this while
Like,
she's
them
working
living in the house
on...
is part
no,
of the
It's not like
job.
it's not like he's doing this to her while they're like whiteboarding shit for offline TV merch. or
Well,
whatever.
you don't just fucking traumatize your employee just because she's not on the clock.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's not on the clock because of the incident. The incident didn't happen because she wasn't on the clock.
Wait, what?
Streamer houses were a mistake. You know what I'm getting from this? I think streamer houses and like content houses or whatever.
Oh, I
they're a
agree.
Yeah,
mistake.
like
Have an office, build an office, build an office,
Yeah.
but have everyone shit at their own house or apartment.
Exactly.
whatever.
important
Exactly. I
takeaways
think
from
it
all
should have been
this.
an office. I think there
That's
should be
exactly
like
the
an offline
problem,
TV
you know?
office or whatever.
One of
Yeah.
the
That's what
main
blurs the line,
well, that
because
it doesn't
people get
work
too
that
friendly.
way. But,
They don't know like their boundaries and stuff, and especially with Fed, like it's so fucking confusing how you have this house with mostly guys. By the way, I looked at it. It's like there's mostly dudes, and you're telling me that he's the one that's exclusively sleeping in all these girls' rooms, and nobody cares until this new girl comes in, and then he oversteps. Of course, it's gonna happen at some point. He's gonna overstep, right? And
Yeah. I mean, he's acting this way to every
Basically,
girl in
Fed
the house.
acted inappropriately and unprofessionally,
three.
but the thing is that every fucking person involved acted very unprofessionally. That's
Right.
the takeaway there.
Right. And you know what? The difference though is that everybody else except for Yvonne was like an equal part of the OTV. She was like, I don't want to say peasant. She was an employee, right?
Well, she's
So
an employee.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
else
I think
are,
she
like,
was the
partners.
only female employee at the time. Yeah, living in the house.
Yeah.
Because Fed and Lily, actually, I think Pokey and Lily would probably have more authority over Fed, or the exact same. Because Fed and Lily, or Lily and
Oh my
Pokey
God.
were there first.
Sorry, I promise this will be the last time I call out chat. Someone,
Probably
I
should
don't even
stop
see their
reading
name.
Spurg chat.
I
You should
don't
probably
even see
stop
their
reading
name,
them.
and it's not worth it. But they're like, how would you react if somebody did this to you? Yeah, if we strip all the fucking context out of the story and somebody just comes up and touches my side of my body, yeah, I might react a little bit differently, all right? Holy shit.
Probably fuck them.
They might catch your hands.
Yo, I'm loving the energy today in the show, man. The chat with Augie, this
Yeah.
is fucking lit.
Yeah.
Some chat is
Only
pissed
they
at
were
Augie, some
retarded.
chat is pissed at me. This is fucking lit. Let's keep going though.
Augie, what would you do if some hot girl touched you on the side? On the side
Probably
of your
react
chest,
differently
dude?
than the girl react to it. Nah, I'm just...
What do you mean, Yvonne? I would
my-
love if that happened. No.
Yo!
Joking, joke.
For legal
joke. My
reasons,
bad.
that's a
maybe
joke.
maybe too far of a joke. Whatever.
Oh,
Lol.
fuck me,
LOL.
dude. Fuck me in the
Laughing my
ass.
fucking off.
Fuck my ass. That's just my response. I don't
For
know.
legal reasons, that all of this was a joke.
Miss Sister 5 is currently in school with the Navy and want to say hi and back to enjoying the show again. Also love you, Chick and Jada. Congrats on the subs. Thank you, Ms. Diz. Appreciate that. Congratulations. Cassie
Stay safe.
Neurotica
Thank
through
you for your
2.
service.
That's true. Thank you. Says you got to watch Yvonne's response video.
Did she
Wedge-
make a video? I thought it was only a stream response.
people-
Mhm. I'll look up the Yvonne
Okay,
thing while
okay.
you fix
We
that.
should be back. We should be
I
back.
think we're back, yeah.
Is it going to create a new stream?
No, you're not lagging anymore for me.
Did you use events?
You're live right now.
You're back? Okay, we're back. All right. Sorry about that, guys. My OBS just crashed, but luckily that was like the fastest recovery I think we've ever done.
Yeah, seriously, really fast.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
professional, Augie. Very professional.
Dude,
Unlike
I just-
offline TV.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm being
Shut up.
100%. No, I'm being 100% serious. Like you got it right back, like right away. Like barely missed a beat. Like it's a lot more professional than anything that happened on offline TV.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
Okay, I don't think there's any statement Yvonne made about the new stuff. It's only stuff
Oh,
from
no,
Jan.
no. I was referring to the original
Okay.
Me Too type thing. And she did an interview with a healthy gamer doctor guy.
Yeah, but that's
before
like
that
an
even came
hour
out.
and a half long. I don't.
Yeah. Not all of it was about him, you know. Before she even talked about Fed, who wasn't named at the time, she talked about another experience where her boyfriend was also there, and she was at a club, and some guy was hitting on her. I was like, "How do you say I want to fuck you in Chinese?" And then somehow they got in the same Uber, and he like touched her ass. He sat in the middle, and she sat on the side, and the boyfriend was on the other side. I'm like, wait, so your boyfriend is like throughout this entire thing, and he doesn't speak up? That's so weird, you know, like, because she says in the first statement about Fed that she told her boyfriend, he was like, "Oh, it's okay, it's just Fed." I'm like, "I'm sorry, like it'll be fine." And like, she decided not to say anything for years, and her boyfriend was just cool with it. That shit is so confusing to me, dude.
That's probably that's something that needs more questions asked. Like, yeah, that was
Yeah.
also mentioned in the original document or whatever. Fed was sleeping in this girl's bed routinely, and he makes a move on her, and then all of a sudden, like, she's telling her boyfriend about it. He's like, "Nah, Fed's a great guy."
I guess
And
that's
it's like,
how much.
how are you
Fed's
letting this
behavior
happen?
was- I guess
Who
that's
is
just
this
how much.
chasing?
boyfriend? We should.
I guess that's just how much Fed's behavior was normal.
Wait, is the
boyfriend
everyone in the
streamer?
house is
Edwin,
talking about
Edwin,
he's
how
like,
would you react if your girlfriend came to you and was talking about some guy that routinely like sleeps? You'd probably be a little, you
That
wouldn't
guy's
be as
certainly catching
dismissive or
hands.
whatever. Like, whatever, he's a great guy.
I mean, even in a world where I'd be dismissive, if it got to the point where she was touched inappropriately and where the place she works, I'd be like, get the fuck out of there. What are you? No, like, let's fucking make noise now.
Is her boyfriend a streamer?
Yeah. I don't know about him being a streamer. I was
Sweetheart, you're gonna
saying
have to take one for the team. You know, we want Fed to be in our pocket. You know, it's I don't know. Maybe something like that happened, which is like incredibly shitty. But everyone's
the
a piece of
situation's
shit
so
in this
complicated.
situation.
The situation's so weird in terms of like
Everyone
the reactions to it.
sucks.
Like some people had like apparently like Pokey heard about it, but she didn't like inquire about it further. And then once like she learned about it from Dr. K, she was like, "Oh my god, now it's a big deal." So like I don't know. Like Yvonne said she wasn't talking about the situation like fully to people until the Dr. K interview, where she was like, "Oh, I was a little too scared, so I just gave people the scuffed version." So maybe like
Jay
boyfriend
Rudo,
knew
you're
the
on
whole
the
thing
air.
and everyone else.
You want to explain to me how I don't know what consent is?
So I watched your video when you first talked about it. I don't know, you posted a couple days ago or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember I can't remember all of the points you made, like off the top of my head.
I'll bet.
I do. What?
Go ahead.
Okay, you interrupted me. Let me finish.
Yeah,
I
go
remember
ahead.
you saying something about how so she would always let this guy sleep in her bed, or they'd let him sleep in her bed. So when he came in drunk, it was like normal or something like that. So it was okay. I remember that, which is very much not how consent works. Also,
Okay. This guy routinely was allowed to sleep in these girls' beds.
Allowed. Yes. So he was given permission to. That means you have to be given permission in order to do something. So imagine if you're just in your room.
If it's a routine thing,
This always happens. They are friends. They are close. Yeah. What is the part of the context that I'm missing?
Part of the context is that she didn't want him to come in. She didn't give him permission to come in and lie in his bed.
Express that?
That part wasn't expressed.
Consent works. That's not how consent works.
But the thing is, well, hold up.
Wait, are we supposed to like read her mind? Like, what the fuck are you? What do you want us to do?
Let me explain this to you real quick. This is how relationships work. If you pattern of things that go on,
they're not in a relationship.
And let me fucking finish what I'm saying. You were complaining of people interrupting you. Let me fucking finish what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
If you have a rapport and where you're able, where you constantly do things, if it's like constantly normal, hey, hey, this person's gonna come in, we're gonna cuddle and all that stuff, doesn't get brought up at all, and then it happens once and they feel uncomfortable. The onus is on them to
this caller right now.
It is not. The onus is not on them.
Yes, it is.
The literal definition of consent is permission for something to happen.
Okay. Caller. This is the type of guy that believes you have to read a girl's mind, otherwise you're raping her, and you have to ask permission to hold her hand. Can I please hold your hand? That's what you believe. That's the type of shit that you would argue.
No.
Do you ask your girlfriend every time you kiss her?
Yes.
Look.
No, answer the question. Do you ask your girlfriend every time you kiss her?
Of course not. But they're not here.
Whoa, dude! Whoa! You gotta ask, bro. You gotta ask.
Argument to what I am saying. So there's a difference between there's a difference between coming into someone's room when she is okay.
Bruto, I didn't give you consent to speak. What the fuck?
But you're a funny guy, Boblax. You're a funny guy. Okay. No, you're a funny guy. No, look, all I'm saying is that the permission was given when she was okay with it. When she brings him in and she allows him, or like she invites him in, or he comes in and she allows him to stay, right? However, when he's drunk and he barges into her room and goes into her room without her permission, that's one like a kind of like a violation of privacy. But also, I think it can, like there's no consent there when you barge into your room and just start cuddling next to someone.
Was there an affirmative?
Okay, if there's a pattern of behavior that is okay or whatever, and he continues his pattern of behavior, unless she says no and he keeps coming into her room or whatever, then he has consent.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Because if there's a pattern of behavior and he continues the pattern, and there's no problem that she doesn't say no, then what the fuck is he supposed to do? You fucking moron! Is he supposed to read her mind? You fucking idiot!
You're telling your audience something that is very dangerous and that can get people in trouble. Like I know, you keep making the argument that like the guy's gotta shoot his shot, and I understand that argument to some degree.
Hold on, I want to say something. First of all, I think it's wild that you came in here being more intense than Augie himself, because Augie's really
No,
intense
fuck
about
this guy,
matter.
dude. This guy is a fucking. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. You don't know about consent. Everyone I don't like is a rapist, dude. No, you don't know jack shit. If there's a pattern of behavior that he's allowed to do, and he continues that, and she doesn't say no, you know exactly what we're talking about. You're the type of guy that believes you have to ask permission for if you want to hold a girl's hand, otherwise he's a rapist or whatever. You're some male feminist Redditor loser. That's all you are.
These arguments that are not being made.
That's what you think.
I want
think,
clarification
actually.
on something.
All right.
Do we know if this was something that was brought up every time that he would come into the person's room and like cuddle up to them and sleep? Is this like a thing where they got confirmation that it was okay before it happened?
This is all being
we
assumed.
don't know. However,
Okay,
that
then.
doesn't
So you're
necessarily
talking out of your
matter,
ass.
right? No,
No, it actually does matter. No, it absolutely fucking does matter, because if this is a pattern of established behavior and it's done without any like signal or anything, then if she is uncomfortable with it, the onus is on her to bring it up that it is making her uncomfortable.
You can't just assume guilty because like if it's not mentioned,
Hold
that's
on.
just wrong.
So you're saying so you're saying that he goes in her room, and I think we've all agreed that he touched her inappropriately. Like that's pretty much
No,
a
we haven't
general
established
consensus.
this yet.
Okay.
One of the other things,
Overstep
real quick.
boundaries for sure.
Let me
I would
break
agree
this
with
down
that.
for you. Let me
At
break
the
this
very
down for you,
least.
Jaredo. Let me break this down for you. You're in a relationship with a girlfriend. You kiss her, and you've done this without permission now, like maybe 100 times. This is just something spontaneous that you do every time. You're pissed drunk, and your girlfriend really doesn't want to be kissed right now. Is the onus on you to know that she doesn't want to be kissed, or is the onus on her to bring it up?
So legally,
No, answer the question.
I am.
Okay.
You have to understand that like these things have legal like repercussions and ramifications. Like they can. So if I did that, or if that were to happen, and she was not okay with it to the point that it made her extremely uncomfortable, she did not consent to it, and it made her feel like a certain way that she was not okay with, then like that that could negatively affect me. Like that could be considered.
Bro,
That could-
this is too much.
just
Come on,
saying.
man.
Look, I go like.
Do you have a Reddit account?
Literally,
Bullshit.
can I just
You
explain something?
can't
I literally
fault
have
them
to
for
take.
going
Let him
in the room.
explain. Let him
That's too
explain.
fucking
Let me
much
hear
for me.
this.
Come on.
I want to hear this. Let him explain.
At the university I go to, I play on one of the varsity teams, whatever. But we have to take like sexual assault and prevention courses every single year. Like we're forced to do it, and these kinds of things are drilled into our heads for like obvious reasons, optics with the school, whatever. It doesn't matter. And like that is something that they talk about. Like I get like trying to shoot your shot or something like that. Like that's understandable, but you run the risk of violating that person in some way or another.
If you do
when
it with
you
a random person that you've never talked to before,
No,
this is a pattern of. That's the
someone.
difference, though. You're talking about like a random fling with some random persons. Like, yeah, it's probably a very good idea to if you're hooking up with somebody for the first time to make sure that there's a verbal. It's like, yes, we can fuck or something like this. If it's a relationship that's long term, no, I'm sorry. It like normal.
I do think there is a
the
difference
onus is
between
on the person
Hey,
to like bring it up and make them.
Can I bring some
They had
facts
a
to the
platonic
situation that
friendship,
some people are missing? May I
Yes,
bring some
please.
facts to the situation?
Yeah.
At no time in Yvonne's statement she wasn't allowed in. In fact, she starts her first paragraph off saying that he was allowed in at any time. The only thing she says slightly negatively and about him coming in was that he came in drunk. At no time in the statement, no one place did he say that he was not invited in. Now, considering all these kids are sleeping in each other's beds all the time, and I'm extremely suspicious that they've all had sexual relationships at one time. He made a shot, it failed, and she didn't have to even say anything for him to stop. So we could get into the definition of sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is a type of harassment involving the use of explicit or implicit sexual overtones, including unwelcome or inappropriate promise of rewards for sexual favors. If you go by that definition, every single unwelcome advance is sexual harassment. Now, when I was a kid 20 years ago and 10 years ago in the Army, it was repeat behavior. If he had come in her room uninvited repeatedly, I think that would make a sensible definition of sexual harassment, and he may have well been. It's definitely weird what he did, but considering he stopped, considering he was at no time, did Yvonne make a statement that he was unwelcome, I think we have to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I think we have to look. Not these theoretical arguments. But what would you do? And you're going to ask somebody to kiss. This is a completely ridiculous smear that was held as a ticket to keep somebody from getting fired. That's what it looks like on the surface.
So some of what you said I agree with. So I agree that, the definition of sexual assault is extremely subjective. The law itself is subjective.
Harassment.
Or whatever.
And there is no law against sexual harassment, though that would be in the workplace.
You can argue that it's a workplace, that it is a... Anyways, it doesn't matter. It's subjective. So, I'm not going to sit here and say this is or isn't sexual assault, sexual harassment, because it's borderline for either one. You know what I mean? What do you mean?
When you're making something that's such a smear, so subjective, and which is dangerous to absolutely everybody, and you also give the victim of the sexual harassment a card to pull at any single time. I mean, the modern definition of sexual harassment is ridiculous. The definition of sexual assault, like you said, should be held up by the courts. We don't have anything close over here. We don't have anything close, unless there are other girls to come out in the future that saying he just barged in drunk. But since everybody was sleeping in everybody's bed, it's completely reasonable that somebody shot the shot. And I tell you something, I wouldn't, me knowing myself, and I hate doing this, and I just criticize you guys for doing this. If I were to go in, even drunk, to some girl's room that I'd been sleeping in, I probably slept with her before.
Yeah. I mean, you're just making assumptions at this point. So
I'm making assumptions. So are you.
Oh, no, he just said that Yvonne said that it was a common thing that he had an open very before.
All right, one at a time.
You're glossing over that because Tommy just said from her own fucking statement.
Yeah, well, I was going to get to that.
There was
hey, asshole! You just said Augie doesn't know anything but consented. That's some pretty fucking big words, and you're like 100 guys that come to all of
video, and he doesn't.
You're like 100 guys coming to all of our streams. You did exactly what these bitches did. You made a big sweeping accusation, and you come in here all night and okay, I understand what you're saying. I agree with you with some guys, but let me tell you something. That's a pretty lousy fucking thing to say, and then to come in here and not back it up and say and try to come in on both ends is just as crappy of what Pokimane and this broad did.
Give me some time to back it up. Every claim I've made, you had the entire You spoke. I let you speak. You said a lot of things. Let me try to talk about them for a second, okay?
All right.
Maybe entering her room. I don't know. Maybe entering the room wasn't the problem. I think getting into bed with her.
I was talking about you, pal. You're switching the topic.
No, you brought this up before. No, you brought this up before. No, you did. This is very clear. You brought this up before.
You said that.
What are you talking about?
You said what Augie did. He doesn't know what consent is.
The points that you just made before.
Now you come in here and try to act like you're all diplomatic. You your statement up, bitch.
What are you talking about, dude?
Exactly.
You made claims before.
You're gonna pretend that you didn't accuse Augie of not knowing what consent is. I understand you look ridiculous now.
Exactly what the definition was. I mean, I don't hate him for that. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's for education.
Well, Augie can now sleep very well at night knowing that you don't hate him for that. Thank goodness. Augie, that weight off your shoulders.
Tommy C.
Dude, I was so worried when Jay Rutto said I didn't know what consent was. Oh, man.
You're just made a fool of yourself.
What are you talking about? Look,
you should be a fool of yourself. You understand English, you cocksucker?
2 to 3 minutes. You made a bunch of claims. Let me talk about them for a second.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Please dig that grave even deeper.
Okay, so you talk about how. Well, first of all, I kind of think that you're implying that what Fed did was okay. I don't know. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but what I got from what you're saying.
We've been goofing on Fed all week, buddy. We just don't think he's a sexual harasser.
See, but I never said he was. I said that what he did was definitely it was creepy. It made her extremely uncomfortable, and it was undoubtedly inappropriate.
Wait, so why are we talking about consent?
You're making a lot of assumptions here. How do you know he wasn't fucking her? Or had fucked her in the past?
Well,
Yeah, that's a good point, though. All right, but you don't think what he did was harassment, but you're talking about consent as if he had like raped her or something. Like, what is the argument here?
No, I'm talking about that. Like, okay, hold on. So going into someone else's bed, when they haven't allowed you to, like someone else's bed. This is a very private place. Now I know they all live together, but
they have allowed
someone's
him.
room and then someone's private bed. But like without that person allowing it or being okay with it. Now that it might have been okay that it happened before and she allowed it before, but I think when you go into someone's bed and like she's not responding to you, she's not doing anything, that is clear that there is no consent.
All right, I'm going to stop you right here. Hold on. This is from her original statement over the summer. I'm going to start this off by saying Fed was the first friend I felt like I met at offline TV. He was very welcoming, and I spent the time most with him out of everyone. We got along really well quickly and became really, really good friends. We would go on late night food runs, watch movies together in my room since I had a TV. He fell asleep frequently there, and it became a pretty normal thing.
Yeah. She seems like she's allowing him to do that there. She's giving him the permission to do that. But that's permission that is given to him. Okay?
You're getting it. You're getting closer.
To do it every single time.
Okay.
He gave him the bed pass.
Every single night. Every single night he gave her permission. Every single night he gave her permission. Is even reasonable to think so?
It's just normal, dude. You just don't have to
every single night. What are you talking about?
I have a friend. I know
you're reading the thing right now. It doesn't say every single night.
To understand, because you look ridiculous. I have a friend that can come over anytime they want. They can knock on the door. It's no big deal. She just said in the first paragraph that they stayed in the same room together over and over again. Why wouldn't he think he wouldn't be allowed in there?
There's a difference between being allowed in someone's room and going into someone's bed. Two different things.
Why wouldn't he think he would be allowed? It
doesn't matter what he thinks, what he doesn't. It's what he is permitted to. He can think and be wrong.
But by all signs, according to Yvonne, he's permitted to.
You're just trying.
No, he's not permitted to. Because she clearly doesn't care with it.
First paragraph he's permitted to.
Bro, Yvonne makes it very clear that she was not okay with him doing that.
No,
so that he shouldn't have done it.
No, you keep right. You're the one that keeps running her mouth about him coming in uninvited, even though she states clearly in the first paragraph that he was allowed in.
At other times, not that time.
So he has other times. Every time. This is called the circular argument.
This is what I would equate it to. This is what I would equate it to. So if you have a friend and you invite your friend over very often to your house,
what actually happened is that let
me give you like a bit of an example here. Like, and this might have happened to people in the chat before. If you have a friend and you invite him all the time over to your house, like I don't know, 2-3 times a week, and for a while, and then eventually he starts coming to your house uninvited. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing here? I don't want to be around you. Like, I don't want you here.
No. Hold up. This allegory doesn't. This analogy doesn't make any sense. You've just verbally said, "Hey, buddy, what the fuck are you doing here?" That's not your argument there.
So consent.
That's not your argument, though. That's not your argument, though.
What are you talking about?
You never know what he's talking about.
You just said if your buddy just shows up and you're like, "Hey, buddy, what are you doing over here?" That's not your argument.
I'm saying the act of coming
verbal. That is a verbal rebuke of them doing
what I'm saying. Consent, like, so she doesn't have to say necessarily, like, when he's touching her inappropriately, which I think we can all assume.
She never.
Does anyone?
You're complaining for her. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Hold on. Does anyone here think that what he did was okay?
No,
I don't know.
I think everybody acted unprofessionally there.
You're complaining about him coming in her room when that was never the complaint at all. The complaint was him touching her.
Part of it, no, I think part of her thing was that she felt uncomfortable, him being drunk, coming in her room and coming into her bed uninvited, and then doing the things that he did.
You keep denying the facts. That's not what she said. She never said that. She never said that. You just read it to you and you didn't listen. What are you talking about, Ed? What are you talking about? I don't understand. Ed. What are you talking about, Edwin?
None of US girls.
Yeah. Caller, thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on the air. Thank you for coming on.
I think you just didn't read the document.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. Fuck you for saying I don't know consent is. Goodbye.
Look, you're not gonna let me finish.
You were big. I thought you pulled out the cord on the PC. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know you're still there. Go ahead.
Okay, so, like, I think it's a combination of everything. Being drunk, coming into her room uninvited, going into her bed, and then doing the things that he did.
He won't fucking listen to the facts. He wasn't in there uninvited. He refuses to. He refuses, and then when you call him on it, he says, "I don't understand what you're talking about."
I'm confused what you're talking about. Tell me
I
about the facts.
read you the facts. I read you the facts.
Tell me what the facts are. Tell me what the facts are.
He was not uninvited. He was not uninvited. He was not uninvited.
You're telling me it's okay, but he wasn't invited.
He was not uninvited.
Okay, all right.
So what you're saying is consent is you have to physically tell the person no. Is that what you're saying it is? Is that what you're saying it is? So if someone comes in your bed and starts touching you inappropriately and making you feel uncomfortable, it's the onus is on you to say no? Because that's not what consent is.
If they have come into your bed before without invitation and you were okay with it, and this is a long-standing thing, yes, the onus is on you to bring it up. Yes, 100%.
It's not.
If it's a regular thing for him to come in the room, and the outlier is him not going in the room, you would explain to him that this is a different time. Please get out.
Let's do it. Let's play a game his way. Augie's allowed over my house whenever he wants. He comes in and out. He takes fucking G Fuel out of the fridge, whatever. One time, out of nowhere, I said, "What the fuck are you doing here?" That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, and if there's a time where Tommy doesn't want Augie over, Tommy would be like, "Hey, Augie, you can't come over today. There's some business stuff going on, etc."
Yeah, what if Augie was right at your house?
And then if he came to the house, then it would be.
What if Augie barged in your house? And then what if Augie came in your house and started making you feeling extremely uncomfortable?
Well, if Augie could come in at any time to his house, why would
Tommy would have given him the consent to do that?
Okay. So what we're describing here is
he's breaking down the door.
It's deliberate. He's understanding. He's deliberately denying the fact.
Thank you, caller.
Yeah, that's going on. Okay, thank you. Fuck yes. Oh, that guy
was not uninvited. He was not.
He did a line of coke right before this, didn't he?
I just want to say for the record,
when Edwin's not agreeing with you, because Edwin's very like.
That's literally what I was about to say. Edwin disagrees with us on this, I think, and even he thought that guy was a jackass.
Dude,
so
it just didn't. Okay, there's a difference because if someone's comfortable coming in your house every day and all of a sudden they like finish your entire gallon of milk, that's like, whoa, that's overstepping your boundaries, right? But that doesn't mean all of a sudden they're not welcome in your house that day. This guy's fucking. I don't know.
I hope he gives consent to his mom when he opens her fridge to get out some food.
Ghost of Seer Edwin.
I really hope he's good at whatever athletic abilities he's in school for, because he's not really good at arguing.
He lifts
gymnastics. Yeah. I took a college course on sexual assault.
He did make a good point.
Did we just argue with like a Twitter girl?
Yeah, he did make a good point.
College guy?
They drill it into these kids' heads, and he said that, he mentioned that, and I guarantee the way they drill it is completely and totally confusing, and it contradicts each other depending on the sexual harassment meeting you're in on. I'm guaranteed that's the case. Guarantee it. So yeah, he's completely fucking confused. He's so. I mean, look, we gave him the facts, and every time we pointed it out, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He wasn't invited. He was invited in, and when he saw that she wasn't feeling it, she was out. And I got to be another thing. No, three of these people are very credible. Not Yvonne, in my opinion. Not Pokey. Not Fed. And somebody wrote in the chat. None of this shit adds up. I get the feeling we're missing a lot of context.
Yeah.
Why would this guy feel so comfortable? Forget the fact that he walked in for a second. Why would he feel so comfortable doing that, even with the relationship they had? You sleep on your side of the bottom eyes. Could it be? I don't know, because they had done something else before. Now, who knows? Maybe the guy's a complete creep. It is a little creepy to do that, but if you've done it before. I mean, I remember for a short period of time, I got back with my ex-wife, right? And I thought everything was cool. And I put my arms around her waist, and I got the look. And that was the end of that shit.
Yeah.
We went back to court. I mean, by his logic, I sexually assaulted my ex, or not sexually assaulted, sexually harassed my ex-wife. I mean, it would be the same thing. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean,
you didn't have an invitation.
I don't know. I went down on her 3 weeks earlier. I mean, what the fuck?
Invitation argument. Was
Oh,
so
that, yeah,
ridiculous.
I would say that's an open invitation to put your arm around her waist. Yeah, definitely.
And we don't know any of the like context and details of Yvonne and Fed's relationship,
and they're
prior
not
to
credible.
that incident.
None of them are credible.
Yeah,
this is what I
that
call
as
on my
well.
show. This is a three-way Mexican standoff of gay ops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really what it was. And they all shot each other in the face.
I'd say more than three-way, but yeah, it seems
Yeah.
like everyone has something.
Everyone in the house watched all
everyone-
these
at least the
people
in
tear
this
each other
gay
apart.
ops circle are at least like somewhat pleasant to look at. Holy shit.
Everyone in this house watched each other tear each other apart. Like even the people that weren't involved, they just watched all this happen.
You know, that's another thing too. Like, somebody wrote in, I sexually harassed my wife. If I went by the rule, the definition, this is the only thing. Everybody's telling me to call in and yell at Edwin. I was like, no, because we're going to get in a semantic debate over definition. That's stupid. But I have to admit, I don't agree with the modern definition. I think it's changed to move the goalpost, and I think the modern definition is quite frightening. And if it's bad definition, if it's a bad, then we should reject it. That's a garbage definition. When I was, my mother worked for Eastern Airlines, and she was a really attractive woman, and she went in the time where you could touch, they called them stewardess back then, airline attendants on the ass, and they had to deal with it and just get away with it. And she was a part of a group called the Silver Liners, because they used to can these women around the time they turned 28. My mother just retired at 75 3 days ago, by the way. So she had to put up a lot of sexual harassment, real sexual harassment. I mean, she's a real feminist. She's a real hero. The Silver Liners got, people saved their jobs and fought back on this stuff, and it just degrades sexual harassment. The constant slapping of the ass every time she's walking up and down the aisle, the constant asking out over and over again. And now we've come, and I can't really even disagree with Edwin. The definition is correct as it currently stands, but it also means that absolutely any advance can be, it's up to the woman to decide whether it's sexual harassment or not, and that is not fair.
And here's the thing, Tommy, because I think the reason why people like Augie will resist on calling sexual harassment is because of the intense implication that the online, people have granted it, right?
It's part of it, yeah.
Well, I resisted because the definition doesn't make any sense, and it's super dangerous and one-sided. That's why
it is super dangerous. And I think that even though it's sexual harassment, it should still be seen as like a case-by-case thing, right? Like, in no way did this need to explode. Like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Exactly.
And technically speaking, sexual harassment does happen a lot, but there's levels of it, right? Like someone like smacking you at a club, yeah, that's sexual harassment. But are we gonna like?
But I would say sexual harassment is also. Every time I see you, Edwin, I ask you out. All the time, and you're like, "Come on, man, come on."
And you say no, and then he keeps on doing it.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's sexual harassment, not an uncomfortable moment or a one-time kiss, or even a situation. I think, in a situation where he's allowed in her bed and frequently sleeps there, I think he's allowed to make a move. And he didn't
even
even
see that she's not into it. He just backs the fuck off.
Well, he was drunk.
Should Fed have done that? Maybe
No,
not. Probably not. But does it warrant what happened to him? No. Does it warrant how they're describing it in this document, saying it's touched inappropriately?
I do want to put this out there. All right. And I think this is something, including me, everybody fucking washed over this. It's definitely a red flag, and there's definitely more stuff that come out. And I think it's important to say, with the information that we have currently from Yvonne and Pokimane, it really isn't that much. If these are repeat offender, if there's a situation where a girl made it clear, do not come in my room when I'm asleep, and we have repeated, the whole word harassment usually means like you could make harassing phone calls. You just have to make more. If I make one phone call, it's a prank call. If I make two, it's fucking harassing, 2 or 3.
Right.
So that's the way it used to work. It doesn't say that anymore in the definition. Edwin technically is right. So I do think you got to keep your ears open to this guy, because I don't trust all three of them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot of red flags to his character.
And I want to point this out, right? Me and Nick Diorio were talking about that in private too. I mean, we were saying like, what if there's more to the story, which is extremely possible. Well, then in that case, if there's more to the story and there's shit that changes everything, we'll be the first to admit it. We have no reason to put all our weight onto this guy or whatever. We're just saying what we feel now based on what we know now. Unlike Caller, I'm not going to be reading people's minds. I'm going to wait until shit comes out that I know, all right?
And Fed Fed doesn't strike me as like the most honest guy or virtuous guy either, because in this document, we haven't got to the part yet, but in Poki's document, it shows that Fed deliberately cut a text way out of context in regards to Poki.
Sure he actually talked shit about Yvonne before Poki did, so he
exactly
that could have shown a sign of guilt too, which is kind of suspicious.
But
so
he could
be just as shitty as Poki. Yeah, and there could be legitimate reasons for him being kicked off of offline to be like a combination of things.
You know, we've all gone through our scumbags in the streaming / YouTube industry. I mean, there does seem to be more bad apples than good ones. I think everybody here has had a bad experience with some creator, and you know, we do the news and we pretty much concentrate on those types of creators. I know fucking Edwin went through hell. Bobax has been through his experience. Augie's been screwed over. I'm not so sure about Flamenco, but damn, I'm pretty willing to guess somebody did him dirty at one point.
I mean, he was a host on
Ralph's show.
Yeah, he was good. Well, I don't know how that
probably
went. I mean, a lot of shit from Ralph, but you know.
Yeah, but I mean, at every level. So it almost seems like if the pressure was on, if the money is big, if this is, you know, we're not fucking around primetime TV, baby. That it would probably be even worse than what we know. The environment just sounds fucking awful. I think we had a freeloader to try to save her job, and in that case, she had to throw Poki's fuck buddy under the bus. Poki makes sure Poki can't fire her, and she gets rid of a pest. And Poki, and then he fired back too. You know, and I think he did. I think that's one thing I actually believe Poki's right about. He leaked this shit. Not her friend. Nobody stole it. There's no.
Yeah, I've said the same thing at the start of the show.
Nobody stole this shit. He leaked it, and you know what? I would have leaked it too. I would have fought back day one. So he's a shady little motherfucker. Yvonne.
There's a lot of shady.
I don't trust her as far as I can fucking throw her. Yeah, and Poki is the psychopath.
Did you guys know something? I'm gonna drop you guys a fact. I don't know if you guys know or not, but Yvonne is 30 years old. She's older than all these people.
Huh? I thought she would have been way younger, especially by the way she acts and talks. She acts very.
Fed is 25.
Very sensitive and timid acting.
She's working for these people, and this is all fucking happening, and this is. I know, blew my mind at first too.
Yeah. In a way, I think that the gaming community in general, and something I've just noticed from them, because I was like a slight part of them, obviously on a smaller scale back then. But like, I personally think that there's probably more drama within the gaming community than the commentary community. But the difference is that the gaming community keeps it all like secret behind this veil of like everybody's friends. You know, you see in the gaming community all the time, oh, Ninja, what's up, buddy, XUC, blah 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 blah, but secretly behind the scenes there's all this drama going on. That's why it was so explosive when Pro Jared came out, because Pro Jared and that whole group was seen as like all the nice Nintendo YouTubers, and then all of a sudden some huge scandal in regards to them comes out. So I do think there's a lot of stories behind the scenes in the gaming community that might, you know, a pipe might burst and something will come out. But
we saw a bunch of shit happen over the summer when remember when it was like Me Too week, everyone was getting exposed, everyone in the Smash Bros community.
Yeah, people probably thought the Smash Bros community was like one of the most wholesome communities, like, Nintendo, Smash, let's go, and then all of a sudden, over 100 cases of sexual assault.
Well, and they play into it, you know. They like to be shipped and shit. Oh, Foki, Jody.
Oh yeah, Foki, Jody, like all these shipping things. It's just, I think there's a lot that goes behind the scenes in these gaming streaming communities that is just like, I think it's concentrated because they can't talk about it publicly, and it's like they separate their private life and their public life so much. Which you should do to a certain extent, but like the difference with drama YouTubers is if something bad happens, you're gonna hear about it right the fuck away, you know.
As much as I
talked more out in the
every level's corrupt. I got screwed when I was had 500 subs by Joe Cronin, and everybody. It's this constant fight for clout and attention.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And money, and on their level, it's money, so it's much more cutthroat. You know, he said before he was the boss. He said before he was the boss over there, right? I didn't know that.
He was a co-owner.
He was a co-owner. Yeah, one good way to get rid of him, huh? Did Poki get the rest of the company? You know, I mean, and she did. She said she waited. Here's one thing we didn't know back in June. She mentions playing fucking League. to just kind of like deal with what she suffered, right?
Mhm.
And then we find out 6 months later that Pokey and now Fed were really upset with her just playing League all the time. Isn't that interesting? That's it, right? And that's right in there. Isn't that interesting?
business
Yeah,
oriented.
this is good. All one big business move.
Did she not end up becoming a streamer?
Yeah, I guess she was. Yeah, just sitting there playing League all the time. Must
They
be
hired her
nice.
to become like a house manager, and she ended up becoming a streamer. So it's like at the end of the day, she ended up fucking winning out of this. This is fucking insane to me.
Oh yeah, she's locked in. They can't get rid of her if they want to. This is the biggest Me Too comes to gaming. It's top of CNN business. You know, I mean, yeah, they can't touch her. I mean, even if Pokey knows she's full of shit, she can't do a thing. And that's the idea behind a lot of this stuff. It's just to insulate yourself from criticism and examination.
I don't know if she's full of shit. I just think she's very sheltered, and she must come from a very good place if she's 30 and like that is the worst sexual harassment that she freezes when.
I mean,
no,
she genuinely.
no. She there's another incident with her with I guess one of the other owners where she claimed sexual assault, and I think he claimed. I mean, I can't speak out on that at all because he took responsibility for all of it. So she has been assaulted twice now.
Who are you talking about?
The former one of the managers or something like that. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. This has been happening to her.
Are you Albert?
Because no, Christian. He called himself not the same
Christian. Oh yeah, okay. I know who you're talking about.
Not the Christian, but he got. Yeah, I guess he got.
People in chat are saying that was with Lily, not
Lily. Oh, that was Lily. Oh,
yeah.
That you sure? Oh, then I.
Well, that's what chat's saying.
I don't know. Then the chat may be right. I was a little vague on that one myself. But.
Yeah, I think she only had 2, and they were both. I don't want to say mild because I don't want to diminish it, but like
wait a minute. She goes on Dr. K. Doesn't name anybody Yvonne. 2-3 days before this exact and names like 3 different situations, and says she won't remove names plural, leave the names out plural. So
maybe
she didn't say the name. I want to withhold the name. She said, I want this. I saw with my own eyes. She wants to leave out the names as plural. So it happened to her, I think 3 times. I don't know if it's 3 different people, but it's definitely more. I'm pretty sure it was more than one the way they were talking about it. And one of the situations she talks about is very similar to the statement she gave about Fed. And this would be days later. So who knows? I don't trust any of them.
Well,
there's too many questions for me to make any definitive statements.
There's so many questions asked. I'll say this, all right, as much as I hate the caller or whatever, I do appreciate that we all had that little rassle there for a second, because not only was it good content, but it was good that we kind of had that, conversation,
I'm so sick of people using words like rape apologist, not knowing what consent is and stuff like that. And then I got my own guy,
especially when there's no rape involved.
When they call in, and they're like, "Okay, hear me out. Let me be reasonable. Wait a minute. You started this thing out completely unreasonable.
Yeah,
you don't know what consent is. You're just regurgitating
everyone's friend here. I didn't come in here.
A lot of people on the internet don't have a lot of sexual experience.
Well, it's not even that. He's in college. He said it himself. He's getting this shit from these forced college. That he's getting these shit from these forced fucking sexual harassment things. And what do they say to him? You don't know what consent is. So it becomes normal. So he comes in here and says that really awful thing, saying Augie has rape tendencies. That's what not knowing what consent is.
Shit, he said that?
And then he just wants to have a reasonable conversation. What a fucking dumb.
Well, no, he said Augie doesn't know what consent is.
Yeah, exactly. That pretty much suggests that Augie has rapey tendencies.
Yeah.
I don't really. I always
see the correlation.
Yeah, I don't think you don't know what consent is.
It's a very uncharitable look at what he said, but I
also find it funny that feminists in general think that rapists are just like, you mean I can't punch her in the face and pull down her pants and fuck her? I mean, no, it doesn't usually work like that. Guys that do that kind of stuff do it. They're like serial killers. They do it because that's what they want to do. They want to kill or rape somebody. So yeah, it's not a matter of not knowing consent. what consent. And it's not a matter of not knowing no means no. It's a matter of somebody's fucking crazy.
Yeah, you gotta have a very fucked up like mind to be able to like deliberately force yourself onto someone in that way.
And it's like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna
That's
get away with this.
Yeah.
It's no different than like why do serial killers kill? Because they like killing people. It's just that simple. Why do rapists rape? Because they want to rape somebody. The idea that you can sum it up in the constant lectures about sexual harassment meetings and all this stuff, that you could sum it up like that, is just it's probably not true, first of all, and it doesn't really protect you from the people that might really hurt you. It just gives you a weapon to guys you don't like, or maybe somebody got sick of. How many fucking colleges have had to pay off men in the last 5 to 6 years because of these kangaroo courts they hold in there over sexual assault? They don't even leave it to the police. And I mean, they
getting
get
payout.
kicked out. They get kicked out of school. Their lives are ruined, and the school has to pay out because better to pay them out than have the government pull their funding. You know.
See, and there's a big issue going on online where people don't even differentiate from sexual harassment and sexual assault. Like the caller at one point even said, "Oh, there's a very fine line between what he did almost being sexual assault." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
There isn't.
It isn't close.
Yeah,
and then he says, but the law says, well, the law clearly defines sexual assault. You know,
the law takes it case by case. Good luck taking this to the law.
Yeah, I know. And most of it's solved on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's a healthy way to do that. Yeah.
Well, that's where the winner is.
Most of it. And I know, look, girls need, and Edwin does this all the time. I know Edwin really cares about victims and things like that. And I do too. I'm just a little more on the other way. I'm more concerned about false accusers. And because I think that can do some similar damage as well. It just takes your pick. But I don't think anybody, me or Edwin or anybody that maybe looks this differently, I do want any girls or guys to get hurt. And I think that's the bottom line. And I think when we get all this, we politicize it, we lose sight of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody wants anybody to get hurt. I don't want to see nobody get raped.
Amen.
You know, I don't want to see it, but you know, when you start moving the goalposts on words, you know, like things like sexual harassment and sexual assault, and you know, it becomes a time you got to say, you know what, maybe the fucking definition is a bunch of bullshit.
We learned a lot about sexual harassment. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome. I will leave.
Very educational.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks for calling in. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks for coming on. Yeah, people got to learn somewhere. They're not learning it in college, so.
Dude, I'm just saying, man, like that caller, I'm glad we had that little wrestle moment because holy shit, bro. That's just, it was a conversation. We needed to have that back and forth just because I think the audience really needed to see that. Not just for entertainment value, but what's Keemstar talking about?
This has also been an ongoing conversation by several brainlets that have been also running their yaps about this whole situation.
What's Keemstar talking about? Is he? I'm confused. Is he talking about that thing on the leaked statement from? What is it? What did he say? Is this what he's on about? Pokimane's Landscapers 4K version. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Is that what he's on? What is this? I hate Google Documents so much, man.
Really, I love it.
I like to expose videos better. At least we could watch. We'd have to read.
Dude, I just mean that was a tool.
There's no way that's
I don't know necessarily as a way to get like gossip and shit.
What the fuck? 6 more pages?
Dude, that's not her landscaper.
This is totally real, by the way, guys. This is. I don't know why chat's questioning it.
Bobby Shaw sounds like a white dude. Her real landscaper is Jesus Lopez.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad. Read it. All right. Hello. Many of you know me as Pokimane's Landscaper, but my real name is Bobby Shaw. Recently, there
with a Mexican accent.
Yeah. There were many long statements regarding activity that has been going on inside the offline TV home. I've also witnessed something very controversial, and it's taken me some time to gain the courage to share exactly what I saw, and I think this is something the public absolutely needs to know. At first, I didn't want to reveal this information because I was afraid I would get terminated from my job. However, due to recent COVID restrictions, my piece of shit boss has lowered my hours to the point where I can't even pay my rent. Just last week, I had to make a drug run for my cousin Ricky, pushing methamphetamines for enough pocket change to keep my landlord off my back. I don't know what happened to Ricky. He was such a good kid. In this family, we always had morals. We knew the difference between right and wrong. We grew up in poverty, and at one family reunion, my cousin Ricky showed up in a souped-up 1980 Monte Carlo. It was fire red with the gloss and shine so bright you could see your reflection. It had 20-inch rims that were bigger and brighter than my future. When I asked Ricky how he got the car, he simply said to me, "I've been pushing weight." At first I didn't understand, and I thought Ricky started dating an overweight chick that was financially free, so I asked him for clarification, and he said, "I sell meth." At that moment, my heart dropped. I realized Ricky was going down the wrong path. Then Angina screamed out, "You sell what?" The entire family stopped, the music stopped, you could hear a pin drop, and then, like a sign of God, everybody looked at the heavens as a fireball appeared out of nowhere. It had to have appeared in a split second, but it felt like a lifetime. The fireball exploded in the air, sending out a shockwaves that blew all the napkins and plates off the table. It appeared part of the fireball landed in the nearby woods. Me and Ricky started sprinting to the smoke in the woods. As we got closer, the heat was unbearable. It felt like our faces were melting. We had to back off and wait 30 minutes before we could inch a little closer, and when we finally saw what hit the ground, what came from the sky, we were shocked. It was a small metallic disc the size of a kiddie pool with hieroglyphics written all over it. Ricky screamed to Angina, "Get some water!" Angina ran back to the pavilion to get a bucket, and I ran back to help her carry it. We dumped the bucket of water on the burning disc to put out the few remaining burning embers. Ricky went to go touch it, the strange object from outer space, and I screamed, "Don't touch it!" He put his hand an inch away and said, "It's not even hot." He picked up one side of the disc, and underneath it was this green metallic fluid. We were all actually stunned. It reminded me of my high school days when I played wide receiver from West Bell High. Our quarterback, Johnny Dickerson, called a Hail Mary play. There were 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This was the last play of the game. The play started, Blue 42, set hike. I sprint as fast as I possibly could down the field, knowing that this moment would change my life forever. Johnny Dickerson threw a bomb. At that moment, I was Usain Bolt, the fastest man alive, as I ran down the field to meet the football and win the game. Burt Ruckelson Goldberg speared me into the ground. At that moment, time stopped. I stopped living. There was a glitch in the matrix and the world went on pause. That's how I felt looking at this disc in the middle of the woods. Ricky screamed, "We're rich!" I said in reply, Who are you gonna sell this to?" Ricky replied, "I don't know, scientists, a lab? This thing's gotta be worth millions." That's when Angina came up with the plan. She told me and Ricky to drive his brand new Monte Carlo over to Uncle Ted's house to get a pickup truck. We were supposed to come back, pick up the disc, and put it in a safe location. So we rushed out of there to head to Uncle Ted's. We got his truck, came back to the location, and the disc was gone. Angina was also gone. Her car was gone. All the cars were gone. Our entire family just disappeared. We immediately started texting and calling our family members for hours, but there was no response. We went to Angina's house, but no one was there. Just her 8 cats, and I'm allergic to cats, and I started sneezing like a motherfucker. In fact, I sneezed on the back of Cousin Ricky's neck. He screamed out, "You sick motherfucker," and slapped me right in the face. My eyes were bloodshot, and I needed to get out of the house. I walked out to the Monte Carlo to regain my health. Ricky walked out of the house slowly and said to him, "Yo, why the fuck did you slap me?" He replied, "Because you sneezed on me." But before he could finish, I cut off, "What are we gonna do? Our family is missing." There was only one possible thing to do. We had to go to the police. Ricky screamed, "I don't talk to no po-po, fuck 12. I replied, "What the hell are we gonna do? It's our only option." Ricky replied, "I'm not talking to no 50. Suddenly, I started getting a phone call from an unknown number. I was anticipating that this would be a call from one of my lost relatives. I frantically answered the phone, but to my surprise, it was B&B Landscaping calling me to notify me that they accepted my application and that I was going to be hired to start working as of Monday. At this point, I was out of work for 2 weeks, and I was very excited to get this landscaping job. Me and Ricky didn't have any solutions for our lost family, so we just parted ways. Monday morning came around, and I still don't know the whereabouts of my family. I showed up to work on my first day, and my boss started instantly yelling at me, "Don't talk to the clients. Don't smoke near the clients. Don't look at the clients. B&B represents some of the most powerful and influential people in the industry. Your job's to not be seen and not be heard." They issued me like a company truck, filled me a lawnmower, weed whacker, leaf blower, and every tool imaginable to make lawns look perfect. I was heading out to my first home, and as I looked at the address, I realized, oh Oh my god, I know whose address this is. It's my online girlfriend's house, Pokimane. I admit it must be creepy that I looked up my online girlfriend's address in my free time, but I was a tier 3 sub, a super fan. Every mile I drove closer to her house, I became more nervous. What if she saw me? What would I do? What would I say? And less than half a mile away, a calm came over me, and I remember what my boss told me. Don't be seen, don't be heard. I grabbed my tools for my job, started doing my job, mowing the lawn and the leaves, and all of a sudden the offline TV door flew open, and there she was. I couldn't help myself. I quickly turned off the lawnmower. An awkward silence took over the area. She immediately looked at my direction, and I frantically waved and started shouting, "Hi, Pokimane." She immediately looked away. She didn't respond. She walked out to the street, jumped in an Uber, and it drove away. Why exactly did she ignore me? I asked myself, and then I realized the sad, undeniable truth. Pokimane is the evil person who convinced my cousin Ricky to sell drugs, who sent an alien fireball to disrupt my family's reunion, who kidnapped all my family members, and she's a shapeshifter who in 1999 shapeshifted into Burt Ruckelsson, who Goldberg speared me and stopped me from catching the football, preventing me from becoming the hero I was meant to be. I'm no longer a tier 3 sub.
Pokimane needs to answer for these horrendous
Yeah, can we get an apology video for this one?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Oh, man.
Did we just hear like the like backdoor pilot with the Breaking Bad sequel? Like what the fuck?
Oh, that was wonderful. Dude, I saw Kim post that shit, and then people on Twitter are like, "Hey, I ain't reading that shit." Well, hey, I just did it for you. All right, clip that. There you go. Best doc ever.
This is why Augie's on the payroll.
Oh man, is this what you were supposed to type up?
Yeah, that's what he wanted. Someone to transcribe for him because obviously Keem's dyslexic, but I'm dyslexic as well. I wouldn't not be able to type fast enough, dude.
Well, you know
honestly,
what?
Though,
so am I, but I could read that
if
shit.
Keem can't pass that dyslexia, he's a very vivid storyteller.
Oh, for sure.
Gentlemen.
But it's still a very whitewashed edition of what probably actually happened. So that's my.
Well, yeah.
We don't know the full details of the story. I wish the landscaper would have went more into detail.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut the fuck up. Jay Russo's gonna call in again. Gentlemen, we're only on page 1 of the doc. I just want to point that out. And we're...
I know.
You see, this is what happens when you have like multiple people in your co-host.
Did Pokey give consent to him trimming her lawn?
Phrasing?
This is kind of like lawn harassment.
So long story short, Pokimane says that the Fed wanted to get Yvonne fired, and basically that's true, but she also wanted to get him fired, and also he was out of context with some of the flirt DMs. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really go super in depth with the Jody one, but basically, like, in the Fed document with Jody, it was implied that, like, oh, Pokey was being possessive of Fed, but then in this document, it shows that Fed was actually talking shit to Pokey about this person when Pokey actually had a okay thought of this person, and then
I think we should definitely
Fed
focus
was
on that
engaging
at
it on.
least.
Yeah, Fed was egging it on, so he literally like took it out of context and because the reason Pokey was being so mean is because Fed was mean to her earlier, and she's like, "Yeah, you're right. She is a piece of shit or whatever." And Fed was like, "Oh, she just said this randomly and was being possessive of me." No, she said this for a specific reason, and you cut that out, and it's very disingenuous. So
the
I'm
fact that,
pretty sus on Fed now, dude. That was very fucked to take out of context, so deliberately too.
I think that we have a bunch of people, and I saw some people like talk about this. So basically, like, I was watching Destiny's coverage of this last night, and he's pretty much back on Team Pokimane. At least I didn't see his full coverage, but I think that was like the vibe.
He's essentially
basically
back on Team Pokimane, although I don't think he absolved her of everything. It's more like Fed fucked up, and then Pokey is not as bad as we think.
Was much less he was much harder on Fed initially, whereas before, like, the general consensus was Fed just exposed everything, fuck Pokey. Now it seems like the internet has shifted to fuck Pokey more, but also fuck Fed. Here's the thing, all right? I saw somebody talk about this, right? And they're like, to Destiny, but I thought it was kind of an interesting comment. They were basically saying stuff like, "Oh, well, don't you think it was kind of slimy how you shadow over Pokimane, but now you're willing to see her side or whatever?" And it's like, I mean, things change obviously with the story or whatever, but how much does this really change? How much does this really change for Pokimane? No. She got accused of shit. The main bomb being the Yvonne stuff. And all she's really saying here is that, well, he also did it too. But I mean, you did it as well, right? Like,
I think all three of the main allegations have been less severe on Pokimane now. Because first, the Yvonne thing. Yeah, she's guilty of talking shit about Yvonne, but the talking shit about Yvonne was started by Fed. So, I mean, they're both guilty, but I would say there'd be, like, some influence there, and it wasn't, like, yeah.
But how much...
The fact that she caught Fed out in a live omission with the edited, screenshots and stuff like that is very detrimental to his credibility.
Also, Fed in the hotel thing, where Poki's like, come over to my room, wink, wink, or whatever. Apparently, that was taken out of context, too, where she was just like, oh, you can come over to my room or not, because I know you can, like, have other girls over, and she was talking about, like, her, Lily, and Yvonne going to Fed's room just to, like, hang out because it's bigger. Not her and Fed going alone to a room to fuck, So
what I'm saying, though, and maybe I'm not wording it right, but everybody, when Fed's document came out, was like, fuck Pokimane, she's evil. How much does that really change at this point? You know what I mean?
Less evil, but I still think she's pretty manipulative.
Yeah, I agree. I know she's manipulative.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get to the source of it, right? Why did she speak out about Fed in the first place? To back up Yvonne, because people were being mean to her. Okay.
Yes.
So she's literally like, "Look, I'm about to shit on you on stream. So is there anything you don't want me to say?" Like, that's so shitty. Like, of course, people are gonna shit on Yvonne because her story is kind of weak, and what the fuck, right? So she just wanted to help her. And she's gonna go out of her way to slander this dude, and then she's like, "I want to get the last word," and that's why she speaks out against this dude's leaked document on a stream, and then she speaks out again. This girl gives me vibes that she always wants to have the last word, and then
yeah,
and then in the beginning she makes it sound as if like she still doesn't trust Fed, like he's still up to no good. He's like, "Oh, this viewer," and I hate how she talks about the viewer as if like people can't make connections with like subscriber, right? And as it turns out, because she makes it sound as if he wanted it leaked. And then the viewer, the girl that leaked it, ended up coming out and be like, "This is why I leaked it. Did you guys read the document yet?"
Oh, I have it loaded up right here. This doesn't seem too long.
Funny twist too.
Yeah,
really weird.
I'll read that off right now, and I just want to start up a straw poll, and I'll pin the links while we wait, and then we'll come back and check on it. But
to elaborate on what Edwin was saying with Pokimane. Basically, like, she just wants to get whatever she wants all the time, and she, like, kind of brute force it. Even Poki said this in her initial stream about Fed, like, a couple months ago, where she said she's confrontational to a fault. She's aware of this trait of her, where if something, you noticed when she's talking about situations, she's like, "Oh, this was an issue, but then we had a talk, and after that talk, everything went my way, and everybody was on the same page," but it's never like, we have a talk, and then Poki's like, "Oh, I was wrong, and I'm going to fix it." It's always Poki getting people to do what she wants. And she does this all the time. I mean, with the copyright strike situation, she contacted me, and with the It's a Gundam situation, she contacted him. And I'm not saying you shouldn't contact the people you've, like, hurt, but usually when she contacts us, it's for, like, "Oh, can you do this to make my reputation seem better? Can we just say this is resolved, blah, blah, blah." It isn't, like, to apologize, it's more to put a light apology and then make a demand. So she just she strikes me as someone who wants.
She's sorry that it hurt her reputation.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Totally.
All right, this is the Lakers document about the person who leaked the document, who is still anonymous, correct? Yeah. Okay, you're anonymous.
He's anonymous, but he censored his name wrong in the thing, so you can brighten it and find his name, and his name is X Red Dragon X. So there you go. He wanted it redacted, but
Dr.
he
Bo
fucked
Black.
it up. He fucked it up in his own thing. It's not my fault.
I
Other
know.
people already know.
Wait,
I'm
does he have a Twitter
And- but
account? Who is this
I
person?
looked him up. He doesn't have a Twitter. He used to have a Twitch, but it got deleted. But I was able to find through
Okay.
another website the clips he made under his Twitch account, and they're all related to Fed in the situation. So pretty sure we got the right name. But yeah, he deleted his Twitch, and that was the only thing he had. He doesn't have anything else, so he deleted everything. So I don't even know why he made his name fucking censored. Maybe because Pokey would recognize it.
Kinda
Kinda
doxing? Yeah, so much for his internet name. Oh boy.
Oh, I
That's
doxed
not-
his internet name where he literally deleted every account he has under that name, and I can't find anything else other than the fact that he's named a X Red Dragon.
Wow.
Lex, you have to remember, some people some of your critics are literally retarded. So just you got to remember that.
Doxer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold-
Anyway.
hold-
Pulling down the oxyberries.
Make
They're
sure-
not in the right mind.
Make sure you vote on the poll. All right. I'll do my best to make this brief. I've been a fan of Fed for over 3 years, and in that time we had become friends in private Discord DM. Fed learned he could trust me, and because of this I knew a lot more of the truth of his life outside of streaming. When Fed got canceled, I gave him my support but also my disappointment, and he apologized for letting me down. We talked a lot about everything. A few days later, he told me he was completely disconnecting from all social media, and he gave me his phone number and said I could text him then. But he was really trying to let everything go right now. I respected that and maybe texted him 2 to 3 times over the next few weeks, mainly just words of encouragement around staying sober, because I had experience with this subject. After traveling and decompressing from the situation he is now in, he started to get caught up on everything that was said about him from his friends. He was shocked. He asked me to give him my word, and I did, and at the time I 100% meant it. He was trusting me. He started to share things with me, and most of the texts from him and Pokey did not surprise me, but when he started to show more, just like Destiny slowly started to see, I started to understand more and more, and I was now in shock. I started to have sympathy for him, but also started to get angry. To put it lightly, what was shown and discussed in the Pokey doc is 30 to 40% of what could have been included. I know 25 pages is a lot, but understand he was coming from a place of complete mistrust by everyone. As time went on, Fed opened a doc and started writing. He let me into the doc and I would help with dates, grammar, and the layout. But the words are 100% Fed's. As time passed, he made a few docs, and the Poke doc was not the only one. All were written in a form to appear as though they were speaking to the public, but he made them all to give them to specific people they were about, not the public. They were only to show his side of things with the intention of opening up discussion with them and attempting to move toward healing these friendships, and clearly had a lot of misunderstandings from both sides. I'm not here to go over everything that he said in his own words, or point out the obvious. If you have ever been in love with somebody, then the Pokedoc speaks for itself. I'm writing this because I've seen a lot of speculation, not just from the comments, but from streamers, and even from Fed's friends, and I want to make a few things clear. 1. Fed never had any intention of posting any doc to the public. At no point did he try to mislead or lie in any part of the doc. There were times I would make suggestions and he would say no, because that's not the way it happened. I would say sure, but they had no problem stretching the truth when talking about you, and he would tell me no, that's not what this is about. 3, when this was leaked, he was furious with me. He went right to our DMs and accused me. There was little I could say to him to defend what he had done, what had been done. He hasn't said a word to me since. I don't want to get too deep into why I decided to do this. I felt strongly that Fed and his issues with Pokey were still very much affecting him. All along over the 5 months after he was kicked out, we spoke daily. He had clear intentions, but when he finally contacted her after 2 to 3 phone calls with Pokey, that all changed. I had told myself from day one that I would hold on to my word to him, but I knew he had one major weakness, and I had hoped that he finally would let go and move on. But after those few calls with Pokey, his whole mindset completely changed, and it became clear he was going to take the full hit. And she was going to do very little to change the public's opinion of him. That was all based on her one stream about him. Throughout their conversations, 2 things were very clear. 1, Fed was only interested in getting his friends back, and 2, Pokey was only interested in protecting her image. I knew he would know it was me. I knew he would be fierce with me. I knew he would cut me off as a friend and never speak with me again. But I also knew what I was about to do was the truth, and that I cared more about him and his ability to have a future, and less about having him as my Discord buddy. I couldn't sit by and let him drown himself. I felt he wasn't in a healthy mindset, and was making these decisions based because of his issues. Decisions I knew someday, years from now, he would regret. So I leaked it. And that's the
Well,
document.
So much for keeping to your word. Holy shit! he brings up twice like, oh, I wanted to stay true to this. And it's just like, but I didn't anyway. It's like, yeah, no, fuck you, dude.
So yeah,
I was.
Maybe we should be docs so people will know who don't.
Whoa! Yo!
don't
Whoa.
vent to X Red Dragon X about
/S /S.
He was joking. Sorry. Hector comes in. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess he didn't have any friends to talk to. Like
Yeah, that's what it
every
sounds like.
creator disowned him, and he just last resort talked to this guy. But when you're talking to a fan about such sensitive stuff that people would have an urge to leak, you gotta expect it to come out. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just common sense as a creator. Like, I think he should have reached out to like another bigger creator who maybe he doesn't necessarily know at the time,
Right.
but is willing to hear him out.
Like,
Because they would know not to like leak this stuff, or they would like realize the impact.
I mean, that's his
of, like,
fuck up,
public
but
shit.
even though he fucked up there, like, it's still like wrong of Pokey to assume the worst in the way she did. I'm like confused about that. Like, okay.
Yeah, Pokey's like, oh, it's hard for me to believe that it was just a viewer and he didn't want this
it
out.
benefits her if Fed is put into as much of a negative life as possible.
Oh, and I'm sure Pokey doesn't like Fed at all as well, which is kind of sad for Fed because you can tell in his like response, little message he put on Twitter after the document got leaked that he still wants to be like friendly with Pokimane and Offline TV and wants to like rekindle that. That's not gonna happen, dude. They all
Not
fucking
anymore.
hate you. I saw Yvonne on stream last night. She said, "Yeah, I was considering becoming friends with Fed again, but after this got leaked, yeah, I'm done, 100%." I'm like, lol. Fed.
I'll be friends with Fed.
Yeah, I'm down to be cool with Fed.
So,
but
yeah.
Offline TV.
I want to
won't.
read some of these DMs. The person says, anyway, update me when you can. Fed, holy fuck, I can't believe you did that. Dude, I'm so sorry I did it for you. You had no right. Now you did it for yourself. No! You know this would hurt me. Why would it? And I didn't. I did it for you.
Oh my
What
God.
happened? Have you deleted everything? Yes, weeks ago. Can you forgive me? You sent the doc again to someone?
Wait, no, you got a little bit low.
That was like a month later, by the way. The
I
first
really
DMs
hope
you
that
wrote
this
are
guy-
from October, and then like a month later, he's like, "Oh, in October, the guy's like, oh, I won't do it again, I promise." Then a
And
month
then he-
later,
Oh.
you did it again.
I read these. Okay, I'll take matters in my own hands. Like I said, you had no right. There's no justification here, so stop trying. I'm so sorry, man. I don't deserve any forgiveness. You're 100% right. I don't know why I did it. I had a moment of weakness. Just don't do that shit ever again. I've learned my lesson. I'm so mad at myself. To be honest, I regret it after the moment I did it. I'm an idiot. And then a month later.
Like 3 times.
This is
Fucking-
five days ago. This is when it came out on Destiny stream.
Yeah, this is literally when
These
it came out.
screenshots specifically kind of correlate what Pokimane said that his story was.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
sent the
I'm just-
doc again to someone? Check out. Destiny's covering the Fedmeister situation.
Did he do like a default like share button on like Twitch? Because the way that's typed, covering Fedmeister statements regarding
Dude,
Pokemon
what the
Lily.
And then he says, what the fuck? You sent it to fucking Destiny?
You can tell he's been. Look how he wrote "fucking," dude. You can tell he's like.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude, poor guy. Jesus Christ.
He's like, of all people, you sent it to Destiny? What?
Yeah, might as well send it to Keemstar at this point too. Like,
Well, you know.
I think, to be fair, of all the people he'd want this leaked to, Destiny's probably the best case scenario.
yeah, Destiny is probably the most.
At least Destiny will read it, give him benefit of the doubt, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
But still, he's so fucking mad. I know,
I would
well,
be.
I don't know, but I would assume that a bunch of Twitch streamers probably hate Destiny because he's so controversial and shit. And he also burns
I think
bridges
they
with
hate that
everybody.
it was leaked to
I know the
Destiny
YouTube
because
community
everybody
loves
watched
Destiny
it.
after his recent videos. He's getting so many views and support.
I've always respected Destiny. I know a lot
I
of people.
respect Destiny as well.
He's got a wacky take here or there, but I think he's, for the most part, honest. So. Anyway, you're fucking lying to me. I hope you're happy. That's all I gotta say. For 5 months you had a goal direction, and in 2 phone calls that all changed. Funny that way. And since you asked, yes I am. I'm happy for you. So.
At least he's happy for him.
Yes, man. What is this?
I did it for you, son.
I really hope that this dragon person is a chick or gay or something like that, because like, unless you fucking love a person like this, like saying that you did it for them is like,
Man.
oh my
Well,
god.
the only way it can't be a straight man is if it's a gay chick, because in the there's more like leaked text that you didn't read, but there's one that where he's like, Fed, your cousin's looking pretty hot, and he's like, what, Tiffany?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, go down, dude. It's somewhere in there. It's one of like the shorter ones.
I feel embarrassed for these people. Holy shit.
Hey. Damn it. Well, let me just read these. Right now, I'm focused on my... This is back in July when it was first came out.
Yeah, this is when the doc was starting to be written. So,
right now, I'm focused on myself. I have therapy 3 times a week. I journal, podcast, run, think, and in my spare time, I help them. Listen to podcasts about people overcoming massive adversities. Take therapy seriously. Hey, man, just letting you know. Hey, man?
Oh, it's probably a guy. Yeah. Hey, man.
Hey, man, just letting you know. I'm disconnected from all social media. Even here? Yeah, fuck, I really want to help. Blah, blah, blah.
That was his mistake. Sending his phone number to a fan? Come on, bro.
Few texts, but I'm trying to move forward. Not think about everything right now. Was Lily Award Pokey had unfollowed her?
Aware of, I think that's what I meant to say.
I have to say, man, I'm sorry.
It says award, but yeah.
I don't know what you ever saw in her. That's me playing Monday's morning quarterback. No, I have to say anything. I feel blah, blah, blah. 1 month progress. Good
there
shit.
it is. Here it is, dude.
Good progress this month. You have already learned so much. Bruh, I'm sorry. Your cousin is fine.
Your cosine is fine.
Cosine?
Cosine, tangent.
Maybe he just really likes, trigonometry. He just gets off to that.
Tiffany?
Dude, he's gonna soak a towel all over this bitch's tits.
Dude. Aw.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Diorio.
Nah, you picked one interesting night to miss.
I'm completely lost. I've literally been finishing editing this thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, wait, isn't it coming out the end of November, dude?
Dude, I feel like Tommy gave us the talk.
It's coming out before December. Fuck you.
Did Tommy gave us
6 hours?
Whoa, hold on. Nick's video is coming out before December.
It's gonna come out before December. I still have a few hours. Fuck you.
Nice.
No, there's no
Nick,
way.
you totally missed us getting the talk from Tommy C, dude. We learned so much about.
Dude, let me guess. He got in here and he's like, "There's an entire generation of children who don't understand sex. An entire generation of kids."
To be fair, though,
they're the kind of people who think that touching
the
armpit is.
We had an argument with one of
the
the
birth rates are low.
In my day, I
The
touched
birth
that.
rates are low. People aren't fucking the way they did when I grew up. When I was going to college, we knew to stay away from those college girls. We knew it. We knew you stay around the people around here. When those college girls from that Notre Dame people come over here, all those girls, stay away from them. Get the fuck out of there.
I would like to read John Swan's messages in the chat. All caps, Nick, ? Why is he in here? Deji! Stay mad, fucking Swan, dude. That shit's coming out for Christmas, bro. As I said.
It's coming out tonight. Fuck you.
I said from the beginning, dude. Christmas.
Aw, you just scared him away. You scared his ass away.
Now I get to speak. Too bad I don't have anything to say.
Oh my god.
Blacks.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the last part of the story, and by the way, this is the poll here. Most people say team fuck 'em both. 22% say team Fed. 6 people in chat say team Pokey, huh?
Some fucking sips in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some fucking sweaty virgins in chat.
Hey, there's nothing
You
wrong
know, you
with
should
being a
be
virgin.
you should be a tier 3
pussy,
subscriber to Augie RFC.
Let me say this right now, all right?
Crush your heart.
Knowing my audience, I feel like the 6 people that voted Pokey probably just voted because they're like, whatever, dude, tits.
Damn,
It's
she
pussy
hot,
and
though.
ass, man.
Yeah, I'm team
Pussy and ass, dude.
team pussy.
6 frequenters of r/Pokimane hot.
Oh, that was the wrong thing. Which one was it? Apparently, this is the last bit of information on this story, and then I think we can call this chapter to a close.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, the
What's
Steve
next
guy,
fucking thing?
the Steve guy is Fitz. Now, let me read this right here.
One of Katarino's boyfriends.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so he confirms it. So, Fedmeister's The Truth document was recently exposed, letting out information of a person known as Steve who banged Pokimane while knowing Fed was going for her. Steve was close with Pokimane, probably streamed with each other, and every so often visited to do things, and I'm wondering if it's you. The reason I ask this is because the stories align. Timeline, September 2018, Pokimane learned of the Misfits. September 2019, Pokimane met Fitz, and they began streaming together non-stop. People subsequently began to ship Pokimane and Fitz. September 15th, in joking arises within the Misfits crew about a relationship between Fitz and Pokimane. Ended September 2019, Misfits went to TwitchCon and got an Airbnb for partying. The only offline TV, Just Friends member seen in the footage of the party was Pokimane. And then Fitz responds, ding, 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 we have a winner. So, not only did Fitz cuck Call Me Carson, but he also cucked Fed.
Dude, he's just trying to 100% Twitch, dude. You know those Twitch achievements? He has a special achievement, fuck every Twitch girl.
Oh, no.
Got
Dude,
Katarino,
does that mean he
got
fucked
Pokimane.
Caseytron? 'Cause,
He's probably going for Alinity next, maybe. I don't know. Amber,
Yeah, dude,
this are anonymous.
This guy, is he still like AFK from the internet after he cucked Carson? I doubt it. What is
no.
Also, I hope whoever like put together this timeline and knew exactly all these dates and stuff like this, I really hope that person like goes and gets laid.
Yeah, what is this? Like
anything? Like holy shit, dude, you're a little too invested.
Oh my god, someone in chat said Fitz, more like Fitz.
Dude. This guy,
at least with Darkside Phil's detractors and people who chronicle him,
dude,
Phil's at least a little bit interesting.
I like how he literally admits, like, immediately, like, he could have just ignored this and been like, whatever, it's me.
Dude,
he's just like, it was me, dude. I'm not even gonna lie, it was me, yeah.
He wants to claim the prize, dude. He's proud that he fucking.
He's like, finally, I've been waiting for you guys to.
He's like, I'm more of a man than Fed. You see
dude,
that guy?
He went through,
I'm more of a man than him.
He went through his thing with Carson or whatever, where he looked like the bad guy. Now he just embraces it. He's like, yeah, dude, fuck it, dude. I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, dude.
Everyone knows, dude. Everyone already knows.
I'm knee deep. I'm fist deep in that tits, pussy, and ass.
Yeah, dude. Who cares if people know? I'll say it right in the open. Who gives a shit? He straight up replies to it. He probably. Like a Reddit post with like probably like 50 likes. He's just like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll just confirm it. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I'm a Chad.
Yeah, dude. I think he tweeted out the same day it leaked smiley face.
Huh? Wait.
What?
Just a smiley face. I don't know if it's still there. Wait, did he delete the smiley face?
Dude,
he deleted the smiley face. I have it screenshotted though. It's just a smiley face. I didn't know he deleted it.
Dude, he knew what he was doing. He knew damn well. Oh my god. Well, there you go.
People calling him Steve.
He's like, hey, it wasn't Steve that cucked him. I did it. All right. Know my name, dude. Okay. Anyway. All right. I think that's all. What else do we have? Is that it?
Yeah.
Any non-Pokemon shit? Oh, yeah, we could tune into her thing. I don't know if there's anything substantive, but I guess we could see how she...
Yeah, as well. People were saying to watch it.
Yeah,
the beginning of her stream where she, like, laughed it off.
This shit is 1.5 million views.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I have to watch an advertisement real quick.
Yo, cows, dude!
Wow, that's...
Trisha Paytas is online?
Oh, no. Oh.
Hey.
Jeez.
He's not grotesque looking enough to be Trish. Anyway, so...
Whoa!
Listen up. While this Chick-fil-A ad plays and I salivate over a nice chicken sandwich that I'm not having right now, I just want to say right now, right after this show ends, we got, for the members, the pilot episode of Spilled Milk Show, our brand new Sunday bonus show for the members. That shit's going up right after. So shout out to all the members. I think currently we have 60 members in total. So thank you guys for becoming a member. I'm hoping that, you know, this membership program we got going on works well. Also, I'll be tossing at least 2 to 3 bonus videos per week of covering, some stuff I wouldn't normally cover on YouTube, like some non-algorithm friendly stuff. I'll be doing member-only videos and that shit, so it's not just for badges in the chat. I'll be throwing up emotes, videos, and our exclusive Sunday show every week for the members. So shout out to everybody that joined. Hopefully you guys enjoy the premium content. That's my shilling out of the way.
What you're saying is you're not going to like do it exclusively, and then like when that doesn't work out, you're gonna just open it up to the public.
Nope, the show will always be for my members.
Nah.
I'm never doing it public. It's always gonna be for the members. So there you go. All right. Anyway, and I'll shout out I'll read all the donations and shout out all the new members in a sec. But I wanna play this here. Augie fans, yeah, it's better. Don't put your money to OnlyFans or degenerate stuff. Put it towards
OnlyFans.
Augie fans.
RFC Premium, aka Augie fan. No, I'm just kidding. I'll never call it that. Anyway,
the A stands for AIDS, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh my God, Pokimane's on screen.
My mic cut out because I screamed too loud.
Hey.
Oh wait, you're supposed to turn the audio onto these streams?
Wait, the audio's up too loud.
Everyone.
Turn it down all the way.
How's it going?
Yeah, mute it. We don't need to
Hello.
listen to it to
Sorry.
appreciate it.
Ow.
No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, Pokimane's back.
Hold on.
Oh my God! I hope she's doing all right.
Dude, dude.
Like a baby.
I hope she's doing all right after being canceled. Oh, I was so worried about her. I couldn't sleep last night.
No, come back. Come back. Come back. Come back.
Should we cover like the
Hello.
cat bait cancellation she had over the weekend?
Oh my God.
Dude, she's back.
All right. Hi, everyone.
Hi!
Take off
Hi!
some mode
I
real
can't
quick,
do this,
though.
Brittany.
I'll
Oh
probably
shit,
put
I'm
it
not in
back
your
in
live
some
room. I'm
mode
like,
later.
why can't I hear her?
Oh my God, hi!
Shut up,
Okay,
bitch.
Okay.
Whoa, don't be
Hello.
so rude!
Leave her
Woman.
alone.
So
She
let's
got
just
enough hate.
start off the stream by, addressing the elephant in the room.
Thank you for making us not have to skip around.
So I want to say, I know there was a big recent
Augie, 2 out of 10. Come on
drama
now.
surrounding Fed.
So AIDS.
I want to make it clear that I
That's
did
what
a
all the
full
chat is looking like right now.
Wait, literally the chat is like, hey, hi, how are you?
That-
Wait, the chat's actually doing what we're doing ironically.
Yeah, dude.
What?
The chat is
I
actually
think they're
like
also
Wait.
doing it ironically.
Oh,
They're doing
no.
it ironically.
Ah.
I'm very disappointed in all of you if you're not doing this ironically. Holy shit.
screenshots, etc. If you want an update on that, or if you want people to stop spreading lies, then I just want to say again, the things that I really
She's got more
wanna
buzzing in her streams than Connor has in his videos. What is this mic quality?
She's changed her tone too. I remember her first like reacting to this stream.
Where she was like
She
shitting
was-
herself?
She was constantly saying, it's like, that's my truth, that my, all this stuff. She's just outright calling Fed a liar now.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. She's
Dude.
more sure of it.
The chat, bro. You're so pretty. Good morning. Dude, the amount of people that have parasocial relationships in here, holy shit, dude. Probably more. Never mind.
Have a
say-
parasocial relationship
Hey.
with Augie. You too can be in the closet if you sign up
Yeah.
for the join button.
Is Augie gonna start getting chat messages like, you're pretty, I love
Stop. No.
Here, let me
I will
send one to
ban
Augie
you.
real quick.
I will ban you for your own good. That's not healthy. Shit's not healthy at all.
Handsome.
you? Dude, look at all these
Click on
people saying
right
she's
here.
pretty, and she's not even looking at the chat right now, dude.
2 out of 10.
go to twitter.com/IMANE, Iman, my name. Here's the document if you want my side of the story.
Wait, she said she was gonna post it on her second account so it isn't spread to everybody, and
I
then
was
she
gonna
just
say
put it
that.
on her biggest platform.
Yep.
Well, right now on Twitch.
Also, I will say
I hate you, chat. I hate how fast it's going too.
there were some
Stop.
decent memes that came out of this shit. I won't
What?
lie. I was cackling at this amidst all my anxiety. I was cackling at this.
Ugh, I don't want to hear that.
Dude, so what the fuck is this attitude, dude?
Her
And
voice is already grating. Holy shit.
I guess I just hope that
Stop
you guys
bullying
can see
my
how
queen.
at the end
Chat,
of
stop
the-
going so
No.
the
fast.
context that I gave and the screenshots that I showed, the only thing that really came out of this, or the only thing that really came out of Fed's document was some memes,
My
Definitely
chat's
making
moving
5
faster
figures
than
off of
hers.
AdSense. But it really was just an attempt to make me
It
look
literally
bad
is.
and to hurt me, and still a
Oh,
massive
he's so
invasion
pretty.
of my
Oh
privacy.
my god.
I hate this.
And he doesn't
This
even
is so
get anything
cursed.
out
Everything
of
about
it.
this.
This is
So
harassment.
I just want to say I don't really want to talk about it anymore. I want him to leave me alone. I want him to leave my friends alone, and I just want to move on.
She wants Fed to leave
Thank
her
you to
alone or her
anyone
friends?
who-
Wait, Fed came out to vindicate himself, and now she's like, "Leave me alone. I
But
only
it
made a
was
whole
leaked,
stream ruining
dude.
your entire career.
But it was
Please
fucking
leave me
leaked.
alone." Oh,
I don't
that
get it.
too. That too.
Well,
that
she's
too.
changed.
That
She's
too.
changed the branding of it. It's no longer her truth.
Yeah.
It's lies. It's no longer. It was leaked. It's he leaked it. It's it's a complete 180 in how she's.
She's making it seem like he's harassing her constantly by doing this when literally she acknowledged that it was.
Are we back? I'm sorry, guys. It keeps doing this. We back? Okay. Sorry. Let me. Discord is just frozen for me. Hold on. I'm power shutting off Discord. Hold on. I gotta. Ah, shit. Give me 1 second, guys. Yo, we're back. Sorry. The issue is that my computer, oh shit, the chat's frozen too. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Refresh.
weird. I had like a little lag spike myself on my end.
Yeah. Oh, my page is
really weird.
unresponsive. All of my shit is broken right now. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Wow,
You get
all of
talking bad about the queen.
Dude, all my way. So what's going on basically for the technical people is that my computer is like Brave is just consuming all of my RAM right now. And my computer's already fucked enough as it is, but now it's like crashing the stream when I open up or when I do anything just randomly. There's a random chance that it'll crash my stream, which is something I'm gonna have to fix, I guess, right after. So yeah, it might be a long night tonight.
You get the show after this too.
Okay. We're getting this webpage back up. Yeah, sorry about that, especially at closing too, but at least it doesn't make a new event every single time. It's still the same stream. So if you're listening to this as a VOD, basically the stream is shitting itself. Is this webpage working? Oh, so the only page that works is the one where Pokimane stream is up. Alright. Interesting. Okay, we're back up.
Don't read too much into that now.
You know what happened? Chat was simping so hard, and I'm joking about this, but almost not. I think chat moving that fast fucked up my RAM. Chat went so fast, it actually wrecked my computer. I genuinely think that.
You desperately need a PC upgrade.
No, he had to go buy a Scout PS4
Ah.
or PS5.
Yeah. Alright, we're back
Very
up.
dumb business decision, Augie.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm playing Cold War after this. Fuck this. Anyway. Oh, I shared the wrong window.
My PC if I wanted to.
I shared the wrong window for you guys. Let me... Boop. There we go. Okay.
Back to my queen.
Yeah. That's about it. Today,
Oh!
we are playing Among Us in French.
Okay.
Oh God! Continue, dude. I need to watch her play Among Us in French, dude.
Dude, I love this, man, because deep down, she knows that she's off the hook now. She's issued her statement. The entire internet might think lowly of her, but they also think lowly of the other guy. So she's off the hook. She's good to go. It's all smooth sailing for the rest of her, well, until she gets into
Not if
another
we have something to
controversy.
do about that.
Yeah,
Come
of
on,
course.
Squad.
When the Legion gets
beat that dead
involved, then
horse.
things are down. You better watch it. Anyway,
She's only dealt
Yeah.
with Boblax before, not with all of us at once.
Oh my god. But yeah, anyway. That's our stream from today. So there you go. Holy shit. You want to see her play Among Us in French?
No.
Dude,
Non.
it's just my
Yeah.
guess.
Non, je suis pas allé, j'étais pas aux Lumières. J'étais pas aux Lumières du tout à ce moment-là.
Never mind.
Je suis pas.
I guess I'm watching myself.
Oh man. Alright, boys. I'm gonna read the donations. I don't know if you guys want to stay for this part. I can just mute if you guys want,
If they
but
had I do want to hear what chat thought about the little blood sports that we had impromptu.
well, let me see if I can pull us back over here and then oh shit, did I lose my I gotta shut out the members. Did I lose that part? No, I don't think I did. Oh, okay, we're all yeah. We're good. I don't want to lose anyone's shit.
Especially after they paid. Holy shit.
Yeah, you guys came in clutch tonight, let me tell y'all. Okay. This is not everything though, right? Nah, this is not everything. I remember reading donations that... Oh! I have it on YouTube's end. There we go. Sorry about that. When all my shit crashed, it kind of threw me for a loop here. Okay. Wedge Antilles through 50 DKK says she has to remain in drama, otherwise... Huh?
Donkey Kong
I said,
Country?
thank you, I appreciate that.
Oh, sorry, my phone just crashed. Okay, we're still here.
Wow,
Sorry,
your tech is just fucking you,
my
like,
tech, boomer tech
more than
tonight.
Pokey fucked Fed. Holy shit.
All right, let me get through these. Mr. Krabs on Bath Sauce 2 says Raintism tweeted saying he was leaving. You know, everybody that I make fun of that has a follower count of like 300 or lower, they always make these posts. This has happened like 3 times now. I'm leaving the community because Augie made fun of me. Yeah, you should leave.
I think everyone made fun of Raintism though.
You have nothing to add.
Damn, your power, bro.
You faked having a heart attack. It's not the only community you should leave. Anyway. E through 5 says the only E-girl we sent for are Augie and Boblax. Thanks. Wedge Antilles through 50 DKK says she has to remain in drama, otherwise she stays unless online. She stays useless online because she's actually boring. Safan through 2 says Hon baguette omelet sus. Thanks. Guns Down and Hail through 2 says download more RAM. I'll go to work. Yeah, I'll get on that. Frostalta Gamer through 2 says get rid of Brave. I like Brave. Brave works better than the only other web browser I like using is the Mac one, Safari. But that's obviously not on PC, so. Or is it? Did they put that on? I don't know.
No.
I know they put iTunes on PC, but I don't think the Safari's on PC. It used to be a long time ago. But they stopped supporting it. I'm pretty sure that was the story. Jackson Reaper through 5 says, bro, this broad is evil, dude. Shaking my head. Already memeing on Fed. Jack Biondi through 5 says, yes, Pokimane. You mean offline TV's Coom Doomster? Well, except for Feds. Okay. I bully bullies through 20 SKK says, I'm gonna pre, dude. Good to know. Wedge Antilles through 20 DKK through everything I do for you. Rise Parker through 10 says she didn't debunk the whole hotel thing in my opinion. Pokey only mentioned herself going over to Fed's room, not to mention the bizarre begging on top of that. Wedge Antilles through 50 DKK says Pokey, because she pokes people, is literally one person when she streams and another person when she makes excuses / apologizes. She's schizo. Safan through 2 says, man, this Pokey Fed doc is insanely out there. Barbie through 1, then through another one. I'm not going to read the full username, but thank you. Zombie Chicks through 2 says, someone call the sexual harassment panda. Barbie then threw a bunch of donations, then said Boblax sexually assaulted. Okay, I'm not going to read that. Anyway.
Yeah, no, don't even joke about that, dude.
It's crust. Tatty Sue through 5 says, at what point is all I'm saying, like, where do you draw the line? Sir Robin Hood of Coxley.
Lovely name.
Sir through 5 says, chat has revoked consent to that caller. Wedge Antilles through 20 says, is he comparing sexual advances to friendship? Turtle through 5 says, we did not consent. Emma through 5 says, this dude thinks you have to ask every time you do something. Turtle through 5 says, please let a female in. Jack Biondi through 20 says, I'm going to put my head through a wall. This guy makes my head hurt. Shadow Crest through 5 says, Xbox Live gamer comms. Hudson Jackson 32 says, how can someone retroactively revoke consent? I only hear about this when someone wants to shift blame instead of taking responsibility. Leifon's Lore 32 says, free video though. Total 5 says, the females of the chat disavow this man. Wow. Stunning. He really sold his argument well tonight. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He did a bang up job.
Wedge through 50 DKK says, what the hell was he even doing in someone else's bed anyway? Well, he was drunk. Like, that's a fucking excuse. Turtle through 5 says, tell him to stop speaking for us girls. It's harassment. Hannah Animal through 5 says, to the guy on call, us women have our own choices. We don't need guys like you trying to defend and speak for us. It wasn't sexual harassment. Zoomer Guy through 5 says, you don't have to ask when you look like me. They just let you. Yeah, it's true, dude. Yeah, dude, I agree.
Cool.
You know what? This, but unironically for me, dude, when you look like me, they just let you do anything.
What?
That's true.
Yeah, Augie's strong, muscular arms. They just
I can
love-
relate.
You
I can
can
relate.
get mad if there's an AIDS
Beefy
emoji.
vibe.
You know what?
Right.
I'm not saying that overall, but I'm saying when you're me, it's true. All right?
I relate.
Aren't you?
It's true. Yeah. Turtle through 5 says, Milady moment. Zap through 5 says,
He's never done it.
when this guy's at the
He's never
club,
used
does he
that
ask the
ability, but
lady
he has
every
it.
step of the way, may I dance with you, my lady? May I kiss you, my lady? May I grind with you, my lady? Jessica through 5 says, this guy thinks my boyfriend who kisses me all the time should make sure I want to be kissed every time, or just when he's drunk. Get the fuck out of here. Sissy Sparkle through 5 says, I'm actually losing brain cells. Shut up, Redditor. Cassidy Neurotica through 5 says, once I grabbed the wiener of a dude I was spooning. I'm so ashamed. I'm a dangerous society. Lock me up. I'm basically Bill Cosby. Pray for my soul. Turtle through 5 says, y'all need a female in there. Aaron Shadows through 2 says, yelling. Dwan says, through 2 says, as a girl, this dude on the phone is 100% wrong. Honey Badger through 5 says, Fed barging into people's rooms like it was an ongoing joke. It literally happened all the time. It was always treated as a joke. Boohoo Big Oops through 2 says, hope you newbies are enjoying the show. Turtle through 5 says, I'm a female. Augie is right. Jessica through 5 says, so are you telling me that he is given the okay all the time, but a girl can retract the permission without telling him and he's just supposed to know? 10 tabs open through 2 says, Jay Spurgo is a massive spurg. Tommy C through 5 says, I know they were allowed. It's because they weren't allowed in. This guy's bright. Turtle through 10 says, why are the people against you always so stupid? You know, think about that.
Maybe Augie's a genius.
If you're a hater, that's not what I'm saying, but what I am saying is that if you're a hater and you watch these people and you're self-aware enough to know that they're all brain dead, think about that, you know?
Yeah.
Turtle through 20 says, RFC community house would be ballin'. One thing that I said to stream that I want pinned, all right? Stop making streamer houses, have streamer offices, do that. Stop with the streamer houses. Nothing of
RFC
good comes from this. Build a business, build a headquarters, but streamer houses.
Also, if we had a streamer house, Nick would keep saying me and Augie sleep in the same bed.
Oh, God.
So.
Yeah, Nick would spread
You
fake
guys already
news.
do that at VidCon.
Yeah.
though.
That's not that. Yeah, good one.
Augie kissed my hand.
All right. Stop saying this shit. It's crusty. Anime Station
wanna
5
write it
says,
as Twit longer?
Yoshi's probably in chat that are like
Ready getting outed for your crime?
chomping at the bit over that.
oh, I could run these streamers' houses better than these people. Like, man, these businesses really are run like frat houses. Tarot through 5 says,
Yeah.
consensual hand holding ubu. Raining Tarot through 1. Mrs. through 5 is currently in school. I think we're caught up. Okay. And I will shout out all of the people who became members. Big E has become a member. Honey Badger. Turtle. Lance Fenton. Snobby Lion. Permafrost. Taps. Johnny Big Balls. Alex. Nikki. Tortine. Chose Joker. Jackson Reaper. Pal Emmerich. And Juice. And I think that is everyone who became a brand new member. Oh, Streamlabs? Did we get anything on Streamlabs?
The Goon House. Oh no.
Fire Salty through 2 says Goon House.
From Twitch over to here.
You probably should, guys. If you're a sub on Twitch, I should say this right now. And in fact,
Did you get unbanned, by the way?
I did get unbanned, but I probably should figure out a way if I can terminate subs or whatever, just because I don't know, I feel bad taking y'all's money over there. But yeah, I would recommend cutting it off completely. Not saying transfer, only transfer if you want to, but yeah, if you're a sub on Twitch, probably terminate that.
If you're still gonna do gaming Twitches, it's still worth it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm just kind of demoralized from the whole platform. Right now, I think I'm keeping it all on YouTube. Sigma through 5, thank you for that. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss any Streamlabs. Lister 5 says, I feel like people are just accepting Yvonne's word that Fed pretended to not remember, but there is also no proof of this. Also, the hotel room situation did not get disproven in Poki's doc, in my opinion. Nicole through 2 says, thank you for voting out the imposter. Speedy Door through 1 says, Jay Rudo, go back to Reddit. Nicole through 5 says, none of us girls claim this man. Shifty2 through 2 says, rape with a V. Zoomer Guy through 3 says, I think Muda spoke facts when he said you shouldn't make a house that is related to business into a glorified, cracked frat house. Zoomer Guy also said, just keep making content. The moment you distract your audience is the moment more attention comes to a controversy. And yeah, there we go. KIC through 5 says, oh, don't give up on Twitch Hockey, just don't play. I didn't play that! I didn't play that.
Were they accusing you of playing?
No. It played on its own, and I couldn't stop it. And also, it was a black guy. All right, let's not just sit here and act like you're just as disingenuous as Pokimane. All right, he touched her inappropriately. He played a song with N-words in it. I didn't do that. It was a black guy, and I couldn't stop it. But it was also a black guy.
Black people. Oh no.
Yeah.
You're blaming a black guy for getting banned right after BLM, bro?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Speaking of like being disrespectful to black people, do we want to cover the people who are just flaunting that they're gonna abuse DMCA over anyone who uses their likeness?
Oh, send me that real quick. I'm probably gonna do a video on her tomorrow. But yeah, just a little teaser.
Yeah, so let me see if I can find the specific tweet where she says that she's going to use DMCA to fuck over anybody. Oh, she deleted it.
Oh.
Or no, she blocked. No, she didn't. Never mind.
She blocked you.
Yeah, I think she did.
Thank you for the tier 1. Oh,
yeah.
I just noticed something real quick here. Turtle is a tier 3. And a couple people are tier 2s. I'll get better at shouting these out later, but yeah, thank you guys, seriously.
Yeah, also speaking of deletion, the leaker just deleted their Google Doc. I have a copy, obviously, but...
Well, you heard it here first in RFC.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here first. Damn.
Or to give credibility to Pokimane's side of the story, the alleged leaker...
Lol.
Or leaker with quotation marks, sarcastically.
Yeah. Sigma through 5 says streamers should never have stream houses at all. Yeah, I'd say it's probably safe not to at this point, given what we're seeing.
Or if they do, they should probably not cuddle up in each other's beds.
Streamers should never have
Yeah.
Just a thought, maybe act professionally, and this shit doesn't happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Even if it's not, even if the environment isn't reminiscent of the Office, let's put it. But
let's face it, when they were in their young 20s, they can't fucking help themselves, so it's too risky. Just don't have it.
Yes, they can.
Mid 20s later, maybe.
Bro, you can't control the urge.
There's a reason why the Real World was a popular show on MTV, because they all shared a house and they all ended up fucking. That's a throwback.
Reality TV isn't real. Just wanted to let you know that, Edwin.
Well, the fucking is. They all end up fucking anyway.
It's just, they're not real people.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna bounce. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for coming on, everyone. Oh, I cut him off. Oops. Okay. All right, gentlemen. Hopefully you guys like the show. First Salty Gamer, thanks for the tier 1. Hopefully you guys liked the show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. Shout out to all the new people in the audience. Hopefully you guys like RFC. And yeah, hit like, subscribe, turn those notifications on. That's all I really have to say. I might be live later tonight too, so be on the lookout for that. Actually, I forgot tomorrow's class. Oh my god, school ends in literally 9 days, and I can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be nice to take a good 6 weeks off, good old winter break. But yeah, anyway, goodbye everyone.